Well, good evening there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon, powered by TEC Gauntlet. I mean, never mind. You know what? TEC Gauntlet Season 1, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. I'm your customer, Assassin47. Joining me on the desk is Universe, and we are all set and ready to bring you guys all the Valorant action for the second half of the day. That is going to be Global Esports and Godlike Esports. Well, Universe, how you doing, buddy?
This is a match that I've been waiting for, quite a bit of time, and I'm feeling absolutely pumped up because this is a match that I think everybody has been waiting for quite some time now. Because this was going to be one of the few big matches in this group, and Godlike and Global Esports. These are the only two unbeaten teams so far, where F1 was beaten by Global Esports earlier, who were the only other unbeaten team. And now it is these two titans are going to be facing off against each other, and it is going to be very, very, a very tight affair between these two. Godlike and Global have both shown their prowess. They have gone, above and beyond every other team in this group, and they've shown that they deserve to be unbeaten. But today, it is going to be the fall of one team for sure, as they will have to settle for that second position in this group. And F1, as they are confined to third right now, it's going to be among these two to see, who's going to be taking that top spot at the end of the season group stages.
That's true. I mean, it definitely is going to be that battle for glory as well on who exactly is going to take the top spot. So Global and Godlike, they're going to go full ham onto each other, and they're just going to try and secure that first position as well on the group standings. Let's take a quick look at the MVP standings as well, brought to you by WD Black. And to be honest, I'm very excited to see what exactly is going to happen today, because I definitely want to see someone from the side of Global Esports make their way into the MVP standings as well, because till now we haven't seen a player from the side of Global Esports to make their way into the MVP standings as well. Deathmaker has been consistent in that first spot, so I want to see someone like SK Rossi or even Skills just make their way into the MVP standings. So yeah, Deathmaker, Rafa, Cactus, and Excali, they definitely have put up some amazing numbers out there on the board. Universe, your thoughts on the MVP standings?
Yeah, that man right there on number one spot is going to be probably the difference maker today. If Godlike want to beat the dominance of Global that they've been asserting for the last couple of months, we've seen Global completely outdo every single team there is in this Valorant scene of India, and they've been quite good. And Godlike, although they have been, finding the successes in certain ways, that sort of inconsistencies that kind of hit their mark, and that exactly is something that shouldn't happen today for Godlike, because if they want to beat Global Esports and their reign, then they're gonna have to do a lot more. And Deathmaker, he's gonna be proving to be a huge role today, especially because if that man pops off, I would love to see a battle between him and SK Rossi, something that we would all, enjoy at the very most. Battle of the Jets, especially if it comes to Ascent, if we are playing on Ascent. But yeah, at the end of the day, if it is their team supporting them from the back lines, whether it be Hellranger or whether it be, or Antidote on the side of Godlike, or however they choose to pick their agents, and where it's going to be a double duelist or it's going to be single duelist, and let these two crack on with their battles with the horns clenching against each other. It is going to be quite a bit of a show today. So I hope everybody's ready, because this is going to be a big matchup.
Definitely is going to be a big one because, to be completely honest, it all comes down to the maps as well. And we definitely are going to discuss the maps. But before that, let's quickly go ahead and check out the group standings once. And I just want to get a quick idea as to what exactly we're about to see as well in the group standings. So for now, though, it is, Force One Esports who are leading the charge. 5 wins, 1 loss, and a total of 11 points. So Force One Esports, they've got themselves one more match left out in the group stages, and Godlike and Global, they both have 2 games left out. So after the specific match today, they both are going to be having a match each. So, for now, it is definitely that battle for glory that we were talking about. So, Godlike and Global, both of them are going to try and dethrone Force One Esports from that specific spot up there with 11 points. Godlike and Global are both sitting comfortably with 10 points each. So, Universe, I want to ask you this. What do you think? Who exactly is, looking like they would just go ahead and dethrone Force One Esports?
As much as I have seen Godlike come up with that potential so far, where they haven't really given away as much as they would want to, they have had a very good momentum. They've given teams a battering of 13-1, 13-2, 13-3, and they've just been so good on some of the maps that they've played. But I'm still going to be tending towards global esports better because of the fact that they have much better coordination in terms of teamwork. And I mean, it's global esports. They are known for the way they play as a team. All five of their players are absolutely just they are just amazing players, and the way that they conduct themselves on that battleground says a lot about them, whether be whatever it is. And on top of that, they have their own advantages in certain maps, because we've seen them. They are absolutely crazy on Haven. They dominate on Ascent. Icebox is their home map, and nobody wants to play Icebox against them. I don't know about Breeze, but I'm pretty
Yep.
sure that even on Bind, global esports have got something up their sleeve. I don't want to put out Godlike over here. Godlike have got a great momentum, and I would love to be proved wrong if Godlike win today. But I'm just going to be tending slightly towards global esports. I'm going to say it's going to be a very close map, and we're going to go all the way to map 3, where Godlike will definitely pick up one map. But I think global might just edge it out in the long run because of their consistency.
Yeah, so basically the thing is that global esports, right? They have been consistent when it comes down to putting the big W's on most of the tournaments out there in the country as well. They've been getting a lot of wins and they have been putting up name out for themselves as the undefeated champions till now. So the thing is that Godlike Esports, they've had their own share of ups and downs. So they are getting back into their groove, and with all the roster changes, they are just, getting comfortable with the entire roster. They have been putting up the wins as well nowadays, and you guys can
Absolutely.
clearly see that on the group standings, right? That we did pull up. They've not lost a single game yet till now in the gauntlet, and I guess today might just be the day, or maybe it's just going to be Global Esports to put up a loose as well. You never know. So is this may the best team win, and we can just wish both of these teams good luck for this specific game as well. So let's talk about the rosters a little bit. Let's quickly go ahead and check out the roster coming out from the side of Global Esports first, and we are going to be checking out their entire lineup. So starting off, got us Kerwasi, going to be seeing Kappa, then Hellranger, Skills, and Lightning Fast. So, quick intro on towards Global Esports' lineup universe. What do you think about this lineup, and what are your expectations for this match against Godlike Esports?
I mean, they need no introduction, to be honest. These five players have been the very face of Indian Valorant for the last couple of months, for sure. And they have been absolutely crazy. And the fact that these guys are lasting on for so long, and the way they're consistently putting out those wins, like you said, and they are just, absolutely going crazy. No matter how deep down they have been dug out, they always find a way out of that hole. And no matter how many times they're caught off guard, global esports always have a way around it. They have a way above it. They have a way below it. Hell, they even might just go through them. No matter how it is, global esports have always got that tendency. If they're pushed down, they're going to come right back up because they've got the players to do so. Be it individually or as a team, they can do everything. And there's nothing that global esports have. They might be lacking in a few places, but to be honest, they cover it up so well. Each of their teammates cover up for everything else that the other teammate can't do on a map, be it anywhere, be it trade frags, or be it long range 1v1s, or be it immediate aim duels, or a burst out rush, or even defending a site. Wherever it is, be it even 2v5 or 3v5 or 1v5, we've seen these players pull it out. So global esports, yeah, they potentials right up there at the top.
That's true. I mean, global esports, they definitely are a team that never fail to entertain and amaze us. So let's find out how exactly they're gonna fare up against the side of Godlike Esports as well. But now let's take a look at the player spotlight coming out from the side of Global Esports and figure out who exactly is going to be the player who's going to be standing out among the rest today. So from the side of Global Esports today, we have got none other than our own Korean Jet, SK Rossi. 159 kills, 141 deaths, 44 assists, and an ACS of 252. The guy is an absolute beast on that Jet and Universe. Once again, I know for a fact that SK Rossi needs no introduction, but I just want your views on him and what exactly are you expecting out of him today against Godlike Esports?
Yeah, it is the man who we call as the Indian Jet. And I mean, although he has competition for that spot, this guy has been well and above his calling for quite a bit of time now. Although he hasn't been at his very best till now in this tournament, but he's still pretty damn good, isn't he? Because he still got that 159 kills, although he's not on the MVP leaderboards where we would have expected him to be. I mean, that was because for quite a period of time, SK Rossi was sick and vaccinated. He was vaccinated, and as a result of that, he could not perform at his best, and that's all right. It's all about keeping your health safe first, and make sure that you get yourself vaccinated. And SK Rossi did that. Now that he's back towards the end of the group stages, and as we head into the playoffs, this guy is going to be proving to be the most important asset for his team, if not one of the most important assets for his team, because of the fact that he has that potential of the most insane, I think. If 1v1s, you cannot take this guy on, whether he has an operator, whether he has a sheriff, whether he has even a judge at the longest range. This guy will find a way to look at you in the dead eye and make sure that you are dead. And he's just that good. SK Rossi, I mean, he is a god, and we've seen the way he performs. But we can't just count out his his individual performance. As good as it is, he needs the help of his team as well. So we're gonna have to see how Godlike are gonna actually be countering SK Rossi today if he fires up.
To be honest, SK Rossi, he has been, in those support roles as well. We have seen him pick up agents like Killjoy. We have seen him pick up agents like Sage as well. And every single time, whenever he picks up these supporting agents as well, right, he just goes all in. So basically, you would see him take the fights head on, like an entry fragger. So you basically don't see that stuff as well with the Sentinel. But yeah, unless and of course you guys are following Scream, he kind of tends to do that with the Sage, the Battle Sage, as we call him, as well as SK Rossi as well. So yeah, this guy, I saw him last time playing against Tempest, if I'm not wrong, on the map of Split. And yeah, against Tempest, on the map of Split, he just went full ham. He would just use the turret instead of watching for the flank. He just put it right up front and then peek in with the turret as well. So interesting stuff coming out from the side of SK Rossi. Something that we're expecting from him as well today. So the creativity, the sort of interesting plays are going to come in today as well. Let's quickly move on towards the team intro / lineup for the side of Godlike Esports as well, and see what exactly they are packing today against Global Esports. So it's going to be Deathmaker, Rexy, Heaven, Antidote, and Whitehorse. So, Universe, what do you think about Godlike Esports, and what sort of a strategy are you expecting them to pack today against Global Esports?
Yeah, this is a team which has been together for quite some time now with the latest edition of Antidote, and even it is kind of a very very powerful lineup. They have been so dominant, especially coming whenever it comes to attacking. They've got explosive players like Deathmaker and Antidote, and even while defending, they've got people like Whitehorse and Rexy, and combine them all together and bring the the forceful brain of what Heaven is, as be it a controller, be it an initiator, or even as a sentinel. Heaven just glues this team together, and he brings everybody down right to the point where they need to be good enough to pull it off as not just a team, but he gives that motivation for them to go ahead and get those 1v1 frags as well. And honestly, this team is so supportive of each other. I've seen, especially, I remember it was on the map of Ascent. They were playing against I don't remember which team, but there was a short hold that came in from Rexy and Antidote, where every single time these two would play together, and Antidote and Deathmaker as well. Like, Antidote was like he was a pivoting point between these two players, and the way they just trade frag off of each other, they always support each other, and they make sure that no player has to take a fight on his own unless and until it is, down to that very dire situation. So, Godlike, a team of capabilities, a team of absolutely endless possibilities. But today, there is going to be a hurdle coming their way in the form of global esports, and they are not one that they're going to be jumping over quite easily. They need to literally jump all the way up to the sky if they're going to beat, these mammoths. So we're going to have a pretty great matchup on our hands and see how exactly these two teams are going to be going up and faring against each other. And honestly, I'm more excited about what maps are going to be played as well.
Yeah, I mean, the map veto definitely has to wait a little bit. Let's quickly jump in towards the player spotlight coming out from the side of Godlike Esports. And let's see who exactly is going to be the player who's going to stand out among the rest. And, well, I am not surprised. Yeah, you guys shouldn't be as well, right? Deathmaker
Nah.
is going to be in the player spotlight today. The guy who is sitting at the top of the board when it comes down to the MVP standings and who is very closer to getting that WD Black SN 850 SSD as well. So I guess, yeah, Deathmaker, seeing you on the player spotlight, we definitely aren't surprised. But man, your stats, they always surprise us. 212 kills, 127 deaths, 48 assists, and an ACS of 304. My God, 304 average combat score. Can you believe it, Universe?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? You say surprising. To be honest, I'm not surprised. I kind of expected this, or probably anybody who's seen Deathmaker perform would have expected this. ACS is pretty damn high. He's the only one, mind you guys, who's in the 300 range of the ACS actually. That shows what a class apart he is. And it is just beautiful the way this guy performs. And yeah, it is, it's going to be amazing to see this guy lock horns with the players of Global Esports, especially SK Rossi. And both the duelists, both the Jets. It is going to be, I want to say both of them are the Indian Jets, and both of them are pride of our country, and they've been performing on the greatest stage. Now they're going up against each other as we head towards the climax of the group stage. And yeah, I am really glad this has been stalled until now, because now a top of the table fight, we're gonna see who's gonna be taking that top spot.
It definitely is going to be the 1v1 duel we are all looking forward to as well, right? Deathmaker versus SK Rossi. But at the same time, I didn't mention SK Rossi as the Korean Jet because there was like a running meme as well about that. Send Rossi to Korea. But anyways, let's quickly jump straight in towards the map veto now, guys. And I know that you all are excited for the match to begin as well. Got all the players set in. Let's quickly take a look at the map veto and then we'll straight up jump into the game as well. But yeah, Bind, Split, and Icebox. Very interesting picks, by the way. And once again, I'm not surprised. So the thing is, Godlike Esports, they sort of have a specific love to the map of Bind. And every single time in a BO3 or a BO5, they tend to have Bind in their map pool as well. So them picking the map of Bind, once again, is a very interesting pickup. And Global Esports starting off on the defense on the map of Bind is something that scares me, but at the same time, we all know how good Godlike Esports are on that attack, right? Jumping on to a Split, which is a very favorite map of Global Esports. We always see them play the map of Split in a BO3. And, on Icebox, it is going to be a very interesting affair to see who exactly is going to be coming out on top, because Icebox is a map where Global sort of dominates in terms of their strategy. But again, when it comes down to the aim prowess, it's just Godlike Esports. And Godlike Esports have been putting in that extra amount of hours as well into preparing their strategy on the map of Icebox as well. So yeah, it's going to be a strategical warfare on the map of Icebox for sure. But on the map of Bind and Split, I guess we pretty much know who exactly is going to be reigning supreme. So, yeah, Bind, I guess, Godlike Esports, them going ahead and starting off on the attack, we're going to be seeing a lot of action happening from the side of Godlike Esports. And again, Global Esports starting off with defense. I'm expecting them to go in for more of like a passive aggressive approach. Definitely can go ahead and play off of the information that they gather and come in with these insane flanks as well. So definitely expecting that coming out from the side of Global Esports, and the same to be coming out from the side of Godlike Esports as well. And there's this interesting lineup change as well coming out from the side of Global Esports, right? Where they go ahead and play with the Sky and kind of try and avoid Sova as well. But it looks like that the agent selection has popped in front of your screens, and it is going to be both the Sky as well as the Sova to come out from the side of Global Esports. It is not going to be a dual controller setup, mind you, Universe. It's going to be a dual initiator setup.
Yeah, and it is actually Deathmaker who's playing Sky this time. I mean, I've seen the guy play Sky before, but I'm not quite sure if he wants to switch things up against Global Esports of all teams, because we all know that they need this victory, and so does Global. But I am not quite sure how this is going to work out for them. They have a single duelist lineup, and the rest of them are being, they're playing a controller, they're playing two initiators, they've got a sentinel. But on the other side of things, there are, agents that can cause havoc on the side of, Global Esports, where we have a single duelist lineup over there. It's also, but it is actually SK Rossi who's playing on Jet, and there he is, the man. You can see he's got his glasses on, and so does Kappa. And all of these teams are ready. Both of these teams are ready. Flex and Whitehouse both are playing today. I think Antidote is the one not playing today. And I don't know how that's going to be affecting their gameplay over here, Assassin. What do you think? Do you think Antidote, it might be a disadvantage for them that he's not playing today?
Maybe. I mean, it might just go ahead and be a little bit of a problem for them as well. But pretty sure that they can work around Flex as well. I mean, Flex has been definitely an amazing asset for the side of a Godlike Esports. And before Anti chimed in, right, Flex has been putting in the work as well as a duelist. So it looks like that Flex, once again, is going to go ahead and get himself a frag. It's going to be Kappa and Lightning Fast. Kappa getting a frag onto his Flex with the shotgun.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Okay,
yeah, Heaven on the other hand pushes in as well. It's going to be skills to take down Whitehorse. Interestingly, in a 1 versus 2 situation, Heaven is going to be finding it a little bit difficult in order to clutch this one out. He's got a minute left on the clock, so he can just play around his utilities a little bit. He's got 2 smokes left and an incendiary as well. But the spike, that is in a position where it's going to be difficult for him to retrieve. So he has to take that individual one-on-one. And if Lightning Fast goes down right now, then maybe Heaven is a chance at, just going ahead and clutching this one out. Maybe Heaven to be smoked off, his vision completely blocked off, Universe. And with 35 seconds, it's going to be time for him to pull out that Molly as well.
Yeah, now look at the position. I don't think Heaven's going to be surviving this any longer. He's going to run in. He's going to get taken out. Yeah, that's going to be it. Skills is going to be taking him out. And now it is Global Esports who put up quite a bit of a show on Showers, because I didn't expect them to push in like that. But I think they realized that, most of Godlike are here. And clearly, they have done their homework. And once the match has started, and we've headed into the first pistol round. It is Global Esports who have picked up it quite with a little bit of work done. Heaven did give a bit of damage to them, but that's alright. So far, Global Esports, they have the advantage. It looks like Lightning Fast is already choosing to go for the Phantom. Ooh. If this falls into the hands of one of the players of Godlike, it might be a problem, but we know how good he is with these weapons. Oh boy. Rexy, he's on the other side of it. Hell Ranger, he's also holding towards Hooker himself. And Godlike, they're completely spread out over here. Hell Ranger is going to get some information. And there it is. I don't think he's going to get any, because nobody was blind. And XK Rossi, look at where he's pushed up. He might just get killed over here if he waits on for too long. And that Hound is going to give some more information to them. But SK Rossi is not deterring. He's holding on to his position. He's not leaving at all. Kappa's here to support him as well. And there it is, SK Rossi and Kappa picking up kills. Heaven's finally going to put Kappa to rest. And now here comes Heaven. But SK Rossi is just adding upon kills. And with 16 HP left, it doesn't matter. Deathmaker is going to be going down. And SK Rossi, he's popping up already.
Well, the guy is known as 4K Rossi for a reason. So he's going to go ahead and get that 4K as well on the board for himself. Interesting stuff coming out from the side of SK Rossi. But then again, right, we all know that was an eco for the side of Godlike Esports. Now is when the action starts, and with SK Rossi on that operator, maybe we just can't wait to see what this guy is gonna do. It definitely is going to be a problem for Godlike Esports to, weaken down the defense on the side of Global Esports, at least over towards A. They should try and
Okay.
always open up some sort of an avenue over towards B as well. And I guess that sort of an avenue is going to be opened up really soon. It is going to be Rexy to be going down alongside Heavan.
Okay.
I actually did not see that coming. Yeah, I mean, Heavan fine, but then Rexy, why?
I don't really know. I mean, here's the beginning of it though. SK Rossi has picked up the operator and it's the start of the rampage, ladies and gentlemen, coming from SK Rossi. But I don't exactly understand what Rexy was thinking pushing in through that smoke. I mean, he should have expected a player there, right? I mean, at the bare minimum, he should have thought somebody was there. I am not quite sure what happened because
Yes,
Lightning
the
Fast
thing
is known
is-
to play in that shower position.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, Global Esports, their defense heavily relies over towards Shars and the A-shot position as well. And SK Rossi going ahead and getting all of these kills. God damn it, this guy is just unstoppable, isn't he? Deathmaker, left turn a 1 versus 3. He's gonna take down Scales, so that's good. He's got himself a guiding light left alongside the heal as well, but can't use it on yourself, huh? So it doesn't really make sense. All he can use is the guiding light, and let's see if he's gonna be able to blind someone. Oh, he does. He blinds SK Rossi. I guess SK Rossi heard that and just manages to make his way in towards Gardens, but does get half blind, so it's
Yeah.
okay. 15 seconds, yep.
He's going to be tucking himself into B-Long and Deathmaker, he definitely
10
knows that he's
seconds
here.
left.
And here comes that lineup. And oh, SK Rossi, he misses that shot. But it's going to be Lightning Fast is going to be taking him down. And to be honest, Assassin, I'm not quite sure what Godlike are trying to do here. They're getting ripped apart one by one. Rexy running into the smoke like that. Heavan peeking out in the open alone towards a shot. And Flex going alone over here. I mean, he did get one kill, but he was immediately fast off and Hellranger took him down quite easily. And then came White House to finally trade him off, but SK Rossi was there to support him. Global Esports are looking a bit, not a bit actually, a lot more coordinated than Godlike at the moment. But I'm not quite sure. Godlike really need to get their, things back into place because I know that they're playing a lineup without antidote. I think this is probably one of the few times where they're using Flex and White House together. So I'm pretty sure they have an idea what to do. And, as much as antidote is a, aggressive player because we've seen him play on the duelist multiple times, we're gonna have to wait and see how exactly that role is gonna be translated into other teammates. SK Rossi though, continuing his demolition over here. Oh, he misses the dash. Oh no, he was blind and misses the dash, and Rexy's gonna pull off his head. And Rexy knows where Kappa is, and the two Sovas are fighting off over here. Shock that, not gonna cause any damage. But here comes the force of Godlike from the side of Hookah. And now the last man standing, Rexy. Ooh, okay, Rexy. Beautiful shot, picks up the Vandal, knows that the operator is not good enough in this 1v2 situation. And now he has an idea that there is somebody in Hookah, but he's also looking back towards defender side spawn. And that's not somewhere that anybody from Global Esports is. He's going to be lurking up towards B-Long to see if there's a flank coming in. And he's going to clear it. But that reload is going to give sound to Skills that he is towards B-Long. Here comes a flank, but Rexy, he's going to go back towards A. And A shot is where he needs to be careful because Lightning Fast is going to be wrapping around from there. And here's the... Okay, Rexy, he misses that recon as well. And he's looking in directions where nobody is standing. And here comes Lightning Fast from short to clean him up for the 4th round for Global Esports. And I am not quite sure, Assassin, Godlike Esports, they were looking so good in all of the 5 matches that they won so far. But I think they're just, I would like to tell that they're maybe taking time to settle into this match, right? It is, sort of like, okay, guys, we're trying out something new. We're trying to do something different. Deathmaker's playing on Sky. We've got, which is usually played by Heavan actually, right? I've seen Heavan play on Sky and Deathmaker play on the Jet. And
No. So basically, Heavan is the resident controller. He plays Brim, and Sky is picked up by Rexy. So Rexy is the initiator.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they went in for this double initiator setup, but yeah, they definitely will have some sort of a strategy, right?
yeah, I mean, they definitely must have a strategy, but I'm not quite sure if it's working for them right now because Godlike, they're down 4-0. They don't have, it doesn't look like they have quite a bit of a plan. They're just going by the feel of the things right here. And here comes a little bit of an information play. Lightning Fast will get concussed, and that information will be going to Deathmaker. But to be honest, I am, Deathmaker's not able to perform at his best level because he's now been playing his favorite agent, Jet or Raze or Reyna for that matter. And now, Global Esports are making as much use of that as possible. Kappa, he's gonna be leaving out Recon and he's gonna be getting one at the very least. And there comes Lightning Fast, he's gonna get two. That orbital strike is, okay, Heaven. Okay, that was his own orbital strike, right? Okay. Makes use of that. I actually got scared. I was like, wait, what, Heaven? Never mind though, because his twin brother's gonna take him down, and Lightning Fast is gonna clean up with the 3K himself. And Global Esports smiles across the board, at least for Hellranger at the very least. And there comes SK Rossi's smile as well, as they've put up 5 on the board. Kappa, man, smile a little. Come on, give us that smile. You know, I love seeing Kappa smile, man. He's always been so serious. I'm waiting because I remember they were playing against Tempest, and Kappa did not have a smile on his face until the very last round where they seal it to match point and they're getting the win. Then I saw Kappa smile. And to be honest, it feels great to watch Kappa smile.
Yeah. It was again a good move coming out from the side of Hevan as well, right? To just put in that orbital strike and drive out both the players holding on to the shards into the crosshairs of the player moving in towards shards as well. But yeah, unfortunately, it did not go in that way that GODLIKE wanted it to. As Global Esports, they went in for a double peak. And once again, it's going to be, what the hell is happening right now? How is GODLIKE Esports just... Damn, Global. It looks like that someone is angry and someone wants that first spot on the group standings very badly.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are making their way and they are just clearing out a path. I mean, look at the players. They are not feeling good at all. You can just look at their faces. Rexy, he's not feeling it. Neither is Hevan. I mean, come on. They need to come up with a game plan. They need to come up with a strategy here. This is not how you're going to be tackling one of the best teams in the country. You need to be at your very best and you need to at least have something in the books for you to play. And at the moment, it looks like the book has been shut and it's been kept on a table far away from them, as they're not even looking at, they're trying to do something different, but it is not working out for them. And it's just blowing up in the face as Hellranger. He's got such an interesting position. He's gonna get pushed up by 3 players. And it's gonna be Deathmaker to get his kill. SK Rossi finds Flex, gets tagged by the Sova's Hunter's Fury. And here comes another kill. SK Rossi just too good with an operator, man. He gets he doesn't, no, I don't think he gets a tag over there, but he's pulling out the knives. And here comes the Seeker from the side of Deathmaker. Deathmaker's gonna take him down. The Seeker's gonna find Kappa for sure. And here comes creeping up Rexy. Rexy, he might just find the kill onto Kappa. He knows he's there. This is gonna be quite an interesting. Oh, there it is. Gets the peek and he gets the head as well. Rexy gonna spray him down. And Deathmaker holding on towards Hookah. Oh no, Lightning Fast. He comes for the backstab, and there it is. It's gonna be one, and Lightning Fast actually gets tagged down so low, but Deathmaker cannot finish his kill. And Skills is gonna peek out. And Global Esports put up yet another round on the board. GODLIKE yet to respond.
Yeah, 7-0. Can you believe that? I mean, we expected GODLIKE Esports to just go full ham on towards Global as well once they get their full buy-in, but it looks like that's not the case. It's like GODLIKE Esports. So you remember, right? So I just got back on the mic as well. So for a week I was just in the back end running some broadcast, and I definitely am a bit rusty. I'm not really sure if that's the case for GODLIKE Esports now, because it looks like that they're also messing up big time. But man, it's all but it's all good, you know. It eventually is gonna. I don't know what's up though, but yeah, it looks like that GODLIKE Esports are just experimenting a few things for map number 1, and then they're gonna get it all back in map 2 and 3. You never know.
I really hope they do. I really hope your words come to fruition, Assassin, because honestly, I love it when I watch GODLIKE Esports perform, right? Because these guys have been such good performers in the last 5 matches, in all the 5 matches that they've played, and they have shown that they've got the resilience, they've got the players to do it as well, and this man has been quite leading the charge for quite a while, who was the last man to go down. Deathmaker, he's been so good with that, whether it's the Reyna or it's the Jet, but today he is playing the Sky, and he's not quite performing at his best level, unfortunately. And GODLIKE, they need to realize this, because I'm pretty sure that this is something that they're trying on an experimental basis, right? Because I'm not quite sure what they have in mind, but I'm pretty sure they had something. And now that they know that it's not working out, they cannot change their agents mid-game, clearly. but they're gonna know
Yeah.
that, you know, guys, this is not gonna work out. So we're gonna have to do something different, and I really hope they pick it up from here, because if Global Esports keep going on like this, it could be a 10-2 or even 11-1 half. Hell, it could be even 12-0.
Now that you mention it, it ain't gonna be that. The Costas does apply, and I guess all the global fans, they definitely can edit Universe Costs. And yeah, you guys can spread your love to Universe as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
But to be honest, with a minute and 10
wouldn't call it
seconds left on the clock, it definitely is love, man. Trust me. But yeah, Global Esports for now though. Oh,
wait, what?
Damn, lightning fast. Down to 69 points of health. Nice. And it looks like that he's just gonna go ahead and try and just hold on to the A shot angle as well, at least over to his pockets. And I guess he's just gonna get spotted out by White Horse. White Horse, let's hope that he goes in for the white peak, but if he does that, then he's at a risk of getting taken down by skills. So
Okay, look at that. Oh no, flag. He's jumping around. He's concussed. He's tagged down so very low. And lightning fast. He's gonna let him escape. Skills. He knows where the rest of these players are, and he knows that they're gonna be pushing into this smoke as soon as they can. The heal, it is from the side of Godlike, and here comes their push. They're gonna be flashing in. Skills, he gets blinded off. Lightning fast. Still that golden number of HP that he has. And here comes El Ranger for his support. And it's gonna be Evan actually. Gets the kill. Lightning fast. Still not spotted, but now he's gonna go down. And looks like Godlike might be picking up their first round assassin. And Hunter's Free not gonna get anything. SK Rossi will find one though. And White House, he's gonna be getting that trade coming in. And in the 3v1, Kappa's gonna go down. And it's gonna be Godlike who finally, thank God they respond and they do not let Global Esports, you know, trample them anymore. Now, we can probably see an 8-4 half if we're lucky. If Godlike Esports are lucky, because guess what? Global Esports have economy, they have teamwork, they have momentum, they have confidence. Everything is running for Global Esports right now. And Godlike, they need to build that all up. And they've got one round at the back at the very minimum. Now is the time they need to step up a little bit more and play a little bit more strategically.
Now the thing is that, as I said, the Costa's curse definitely is very strong.
Agree.
And you mentioned 12-0, so I guess you should have done it a little bit earlier, man.
Hey, I even said 10-2.
Yeah. No. So as I was saying, right, the Costa's curse could have been applied a little bit earlier, so that Godlike Esports could have started making that comeback as well.
Maybe,
but
yeah,
there's still a chance, to be honest. They can just make it an 8-4 half as well. And, you know, bring it all back on the defense, because we all know that Bind is a defender-sided map.
Absolutely, and here comes the force of Godlike again towards A. Skills, he's just gonna spray down Flex blindly through that. And Flex is just gonna be wondering, yeah, I'm never going towards showers again. If I'm gonna be sitting in the smoke, definitely not, because I don't think he wants to give up his life like that and not be able to contribute to his team. Because Godlike, as an immediate response to that kill from Skills, they're going to be going back towards B, where they've got two initiators waiting for them. Sova and the Sky in the form of Hell Ranger and that man right there, Kappa. Now the question is whether these two are going to be able to hold it. But SK Rossi, look at him. He's immediately here for the responsive rotation. And he's already sneaked up into the site. And okay, Godlike shows what you got. Here comes the blind and here comes the kill. The Hell Ranger gonna get to make that. SK Rossi adding on one as well. Evan getting two back. But it's gonna be SK Rossi with that operator. No matter if it's a close range, he's gonna shut it down. 9-1. And it is such a beautiful performance by Global Esports so far. And oh my, Godlike, I really hope you guys, you know, pick it up in the second half. Because if you don't, then Global Esports are going to get the confidence. And not just the confidence, actually. They are even going to get that psychological advantage going into the second map. Because if you lose out a map, you know, in such huge margins, it's definitely going to affect your mind game. But then we need to remember also that, you know, these are experienced players. And we really hope that, you know, they completely change the tide and give us a much better performance in the second map. Or in the second half, we're going to see a comeback.
Scout destroyed.
That's true. And I'm expecting Godlike Esports to put up a much better reply on their defense as well against Global Esports. Now, Global Esports, for now though, they've got a couple more rounds left out to finish off the half. So let's see if they're going to be able to make that 11-1 or even that 10-2 scoreline that you were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as far as the utilities are concerned, from the side of Godlike Esports, we are going to be seeing both the ultimates ready. From the side of Godlike, it's going to be Flex on the Showstopper and Havan to be on the Orbital Strike as well. It's going to be that is going to come in over towards the A side. SK Rossi, well, the guy, he did not care for that aggressive pistol play coming out from the side of Godlike Esports. He's just going to move in towards the crosshairs of the Frenzy. It's going to be skills to try and make his way in from the A-shot position as well. It's going to be Lightning Fast to come in with a flank and get taken down as well. Before falling down, he got himself a frag. It's going to be Hellranger and skills to go in for that double peek. There comes the exchange. Orbital strike over towards the U-Haul's position, and it's going to be Flex left out on 1 versus 2. Flex is going to get the frag on towards Ranger, and I guess in a 1 versus 1 situation, it's going to be very easy for Skills to pull this off. He should be aware of the fact that it is going to be Flex to be peeking in from the triple box position. Skills should know of his tendencies, man, and I guess Flex has done it. Flex has done it, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
He has played out this specific 1 versus 1 situation beautifully. Amazing job, Flex. As that second round of the board does come in, and it's going to be Godlike Esports to win it out with nothing but the pistols, universe.
Absolutely, they won it out, and that was quite an impressive. Honestly, I was very impressed by that round. Godlike Esports. They had the stacks against them, as whether it was a gun round or the pistol rounds. But this time they made it work, and Flex, that man right there, if he hadn't got that kill with that showstopper, because we know how often the showstopper sometimes just goes unpredictably wrong, right? It could just give you maybe 10 damage, even if you hit it next to their feet. Because that's happened to me. I've hit showstoppers right down to the feet of the opponents, and it's done 4 damage, ladies and gentlemen, 4. And then they've shot me straight in the head. And thankfully, it did not happen for Flex, and he is going to get that round for this team. Now Godlike moving in, and there comes the bait, which perfectly plays out in the hands of Hellranger as he gets White Horse's kill. SK Rossi, that man helps out his teammate, and because of that, it is already Global Esports who have an advantage, 30 seconds going into the round. And now that Global Esports have this advantage, they don't need to go any more further. They don't need to go for any aggressive picks. But Kappa is going to be doing that as he makes me eat up my own words. Rexy is going to go down, and now it is going to be a 3v5 for Godlike, who are nowhere near any side. And now they're trying to make an attempt to go near, and Deathmaker is going to be giving out the Seekers, and here comes the Force. But Skills, he's going to stop down Flex. He's not going to be able to stop down Deathmaker. That aim reigning supreme for him. And now in the 2v3, Godlike, they do have the sight. They have no plan though, because Lightning Fast is going to stop him. And Havan, last man standing, no utility, just a spike on his back, and 1 Phantom to work with. What is he going to be able to pull off? Because already Kappa, he is situating himself over here. And there it is, 10-2. Like I said, Assassin. Like I said.
Switching sides.
Definitely, man. You're great at your analysis. And to be honest, I'm happy that you went ahead and made that prediction as well. But I'm equally happy with the fact that Global Esports put up such a performance. My God, like Esports, I don't know what's up. I clearly don't know what's up. I know that these guys have got in them a lot of potential. They're definitely a lot better than this. And I guess there was a little bit of a confusion in the agent selection, or maybe this is something that they wanted this specific lineup to work out.
Maybe. Yeah, clearly it did not work out for them, and because of that, now they are 10-2 down, and they are,
again, just touching up on that previous round, right? Universe, like Rexy and Whitehorse trying to act as a distraction over towards the B side. Whitehorse did not check the corner, dies to Hellranger, and at the same time, Rexy, instead of creating a distraction, he announces his presence over towards Long, and more than that, he just gets taken down. Like, playing anti-flash is very, very important after knowing the fact that Hellranger is playing over towards B, right?
Yeah,
I'm not really sure what happened. He should have just bought more time for the team to pull off that fake perfectly.
Ooh, yeah, but right now, what's not going to be fake is the death of SK Rossi, as he dashed once to get back to safety, but this time he's not going to be able to. Skills is going to be putting down those smokes to get some cover for his team so they can move into the side. And you haul. Okay, Rexy, why would you do that, my friend? You pretty much have got all the players of Godlike Esports on the Global Esports on the other side of that smoke. and you would face off at least 2, but he goes out and gives up his life, and here it is. Global Esports making things work one by one as GODL fall like dominoes. Deathmaker trying to make stuff happen, not going to be working out. Lightning Fast with another 3k to himself. It's probably the 4th or maybe the 3rd time that he's getting this, and look at Hell Ranger. He's sipping on that water to get himself a little hydrated. I mean, the man deserves a sip of water for sure. He has been very hardworking for this team's success. And now, Global Esports 11-1 up. They've got the advantage. They might just be able to shut this down pretty quick, Assassin.
Yeah, I do guess that is the case here. But to be honest, I guess Hellranger, he had himself a lot of Red Bulls, by the way. So you know when you consume Red Bull, you kind of get thirsty as well after that a little bit. So I guess that's the thirst coming out from Hellranger. Maybe him and the entire crew, right? They chucked down a lot of Red Bulls, and that's why we're seeing this powerful performance coming out from them. GODLIKE Esports, you guys can always scan the QR code and get yourselves a crate of Red Bull as well, by the way. And you audience, you guys can do the same as well. Watch out for the QR codes popping up in front of your screens. But for now, though, it is going to be nothing but the pistols from the side of GODLIKE Esports. And I guess it should be pretty easy for Global Esports to go ahead and grab the match point as well in this specific round. Unless and until Flex has got something else to say like this. He's going to be tapping heads, whereas Deathmaker is going to try and chime in as well. Yeah, SK Rossi dashed in, yep. I know, that happened. But to be honest, doesn't even matter, right? The man advantage is with Global Esports, and everything is just, it's like the stars are aligning for Global Esports right now, and GODLIKE Esports, well, they're trying. It's nothing but the pistols for them. What can you imagine?
Player standing.
Yeah, look at that. That kill, and this is going to be the last one standing. Deathmaker, nothing. No more flashes. 30 seconds until it even comes up. 20 HP, a frenzy, and a dream. A dream that's about to be crushed very soon by the hands of Kappa. Not lightning fast, even though he picked up first. Peaked up first. And now, Global Esports. Match point, Assassin. Do you think it's over? Because even though the buy round has come in right now, and GODLIKE might have a chance to win this, I am not quite sure how far along this match is going to go. Unless GODLIKE Esports suddenly have turned a leaf within a few seconds and they bring up one of the best comebacks that we've ever seen.
I guess right now what GODLIKE need is a lot of love from Max. Max is their lucky charm, you know. As soon as Max steps in, GODLIKE Esports, they just become a completely different unit altogether.
Somebody get Max to play.
Please, somebody get Max in the room, man.
Give him a bath and make him sit on that chair and make him put on the headphones and make him play.
Someone get Max in the room, because the guy is definitely the guy just provides so much happiness and so much smiles around the room.
Yeah.
So maybe GODLIKE Esports, they're gonna get that instant energy, you know. They're gonna go ahead and start putting up the numbers as well. For now, though, with a minute and 10 seconds left on the clock, GODLIKE Esports, they definitely have got a lot of information. They know for a fact that there are a couple of players from side of Global Esports who are lurking in and around the open position. They're over to his middle position as well, and SK Rossi. Wow. Not only does he do damage onto his Rexy, he goes there and takes down Flex as well. This is insane. And now Deathmaker holding in this position has spotted out 3 players, by the way. So it is going to be time for Deathmaker to get more, but Kappa, he's just gonna run and gun him down there. Like, it's just insane. There you go, 1 HP. Rexy's down to 1 HP. What is happening?
I do not know what exactly is happening, but GODLIKE Esports, this might just be the last round for them in Bind. Rexy, 1 HP. GODLIKE are, although the remaining 2 players have a little bit of health on them, it's not going to be enough because they do have a man disadvantage. And now Heavan trying to make things happen. He's going to get spotted out by that owl drone soon enough, and there it is. And now White Horse, he's going to be trying to put on that turret so that he can get some information. But all he knows is there's players outside of the smoke, and he's going to be peeking out. Okay, White Horse. Heavan, they get kills. Kappa, he's the last man standing. He gets one though. But Rexy, 1 HP and 1 bullet would have all that Kappa needed to get that kill onto him. But Rexy, he clutches up last second. And he gets that defuse as well. 1 HP and it was all he needed. I mean, to be honest, Kappa, I think if he would have even just moved his gun a little bit to the left, I think Rexy would have died and that would have been it. But GODLIKE, they survived for another round, Assassin. And to be honest, I am an optimist and I'm still gonna believe that GODLIKE, they maybe can come back.
They can, I believe in them. Like GODLIKE Esports, I know for a fact what this team can do, and we all believe in them as well. Let's let's hope for them to go ahead and put up the rounds as well against Global Esports and possibly try and make a comeback. But with the amount of economy Global Esports have created for themselves, and with that buy coming out in the specific round, I guess it should pretty much be very easy for them to go ahead and grab the specific round as well.
Launching smoke.
Yeah, and now Hevan holding on a bit of an interesting push over here that's going to be coming in from GODLIKE anytime now. Although they are on Eco, they have... Oh, wait, no. They actually forced into this round, yeah. Global Esports have actually forced into this round. They've got, weaponry on their sleeves. And although it is not exactly, evenly spread out, they have enough to make things work with. They've got 3 players on the other side of the smoke as Hevan commits another one. And now Hevan, he's running out of smokes, he's running out of time as well. He's running out of utility slowly. They're baiting it out as much as they can, Assassin. Looks like that's exactly what they want to do. The recon, those seekers, all of them come in. Here comes the flash and here comes Global Esports. They're moving in. Towards the right is the side of GODLIKE Esports, where it's going to be Kappa picking out first. He's going to get the first kill. Hevan tucking himself into the smoke over here. SK Rossi is dashing around and giving him places to look at. He's called it out that his teammate, that, someone is there in heaven as SK Rossi, and the knives are out. Hevan, very precarious position. Can't stop the plan, but Kappa's going to get another. SK Rossi still in heaven. Hellraiser's going to get Rexy, and this looks like it's going to be it. Deathmaker, he gets one at the bare minimum, and it is last man standing as SK Rossi is going to finally find Hevan on that side, and it looks like it's all over, ladies and gentlemen, as Global Esports are probably going to be shutting this down 15-3. Unless Deathmaker, he gets 2, but that's all it's going to be. 3K for him, and Global Esports, they triumph against GODLIKE in the most dominating fashion possible, 13-3, and I don't think anybody expected this to happen.
Nobody expected that to happen for sure. I mean, Global Esports, what a domination, man. Hats off. But at the same time, GODLIKE Esports, there were a lot of questionable plays being made by them, and a very questionable pickup as well of agents coming out from their side. Not only Ascasas or Atlas, is just, in general.
Yeah.
We're not expecting that to come in from the side of GODLIKE Esports, and definitely was a very topsy-turvy game. And to be honest, Global Esports, they going ahead and putting up that big W on the board, especially in map number 1, is something that we did sort of expect, because on the map of Bind, we expect Global Esports to sort of reign supreme. At the same time, GODLIKE Esports, after that agent selection is when I sort of thought that, Global might just be able to walk away with it as well, because GODLIKE Esports, even though we know for a fact how strong they are on the map of Bind, the entire agent selection was a very, very questionable affair coming out from their side. So that's sort of, put up a big question mark in front of everyone's eyes, and is like, okay, what is happening? Is this some sort of a new strategy that they're trying to implement in their games, or are they just trying to experiment something new? They did, and it did not work out, and it's completely fine. We've got 2 more maps left out, guys. It's going to be Split and Icebox to be left out as well, and we all know how good GODLIKE Esports are there on those specific maps. Let's quickly jump into the match highlights and see what exactly did go wrong for the side of GODLIKE Esports, and how exactly were Global Esports able to put up that massive W on the map as well. So, yeah, Global Esports, Universe, question to you. Starting off with the pistol round, GODLIKE Esports, they sort of had something going on for them, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, when the entirety of Global Esports just bounced on towards them, using the teleports and then coming in with these insane flanks, and it was all just down to Hevan as well. So, Global Esports, as I did mention back in the pre-match analysis as well, right? Global Esports are a team that heavily rely on the utility and their informational play as well.
Yeah.
So, it's like, as soon as they grab that information, they capitalize on top of that. They grab the map control, they push in further, and together as a unit, they go ahead and secure themselves these advantageous positions as well.
Absolutely.
But that was kind of absent coming out from the side of GODLIKE Esports. And what was the reason for that?
I think it was that change of, it was a complete change of agent selection, because I don't think anybody expected Deathmaker to play on Sky, because, how often do you see Deathmaker playing on any other role apart from the duelist? Because that's where he creates the most impact, right? His impact is so heavy on the duelist role that you would just let him choose whatever agent he wants among those 5 of Yoru, Phoenix, Jet, Reina, or Raze. And This time, it did not work out for him because he was facing off a global esports team that has been so good, so consistent, and so heavily, armed that they had nothing to do over here. Look at this domination because global esports were not afraid, right? They went in for those fights. They did not care, and they absolutely disrespected them across every single smoke, every single Molotov. They went through it all. And you know what? The one thing that I do want to mention is that, oh my God, global esports are absolute masters at, baiting out utility from the opponent team. Because the amount of utility that Godlike Esports were forced to put out was just immense, because global esports were holding back so much until the point where they just threw in all those smokes and they held them there. Because it's this very interesting way and very intelligent way that global esports play. So you would expect when a team is making an execute happen, or whether if they're making around smokes or molotovs or lineups coming into place, that's when they start to move in slowly towards that side. But global esports are so smart because of the way they know that their players can handle it. As soon as that utility comes in, they are either going to counter it by sending one of their own players to stop those players from coming in. Because in this match, it was either in hookah or in B long whenever they came in. They had Kappa towards B long with the help of Hellranger, or they pushed up towards hookah when Hellranger was supported by Kappa. It just went either ways, and they stopped them from coming in when the utility was in until the very moment where they were forced to use that utility again.
Yeah, true.
And because of that, by the end, they executed that round. There was no utility available for Godlike, and they had to go in blind. And that was when Global Esports surgically inserted the knife and absolutely killed them one by one. It is so brilliant that these 5 players play, the way they can hold off pushes, the way they can execute pushes, and the way they defend their post plans and retakes. Global Esports, what a dominant performance by them. As a result, 13-3, and Godlike, they have a lot of thinking to do now.
Straight up strategical warfare, as I did mention, right? So global
Absolutely.
esports, classic move coming out from them, bidding out all the utilities as well from the attackers before they could even make that complete execute. It is something that you would expect out of an amazing IGL like Hellranger. And he has himself a lot of FPS experience, and
Absolutely.
the way he anchors onto a specific site is what makes him, stand out among the rest. So holding on over towards the B side alongside Kappa or even SK Rossi, just locking it down all by themselves is something that they are very, very proficient at. And in my opinion, Godlike Esports, scratch it off. Scratch off map number 1, go into map number 2, reset yourselves, and get back into the groove, because we know
Absolutely.
for sure that you guys have got in you the potential to go ahead and beat out a behemoth like Global Esports as well. So yeah, before jumping in towards the map split, I just want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon, for making this specific tournament possible. You guys are watching the TEC Gauntlet Season 1 powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. Please don't forget to go ahead and check out the links down in the description below for your next big upgrade. Some amazing deals coming out from WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. And also, while you're at it, you guys can go ahead and scan the QR code, which is going to be popping up in front of your screens any moment now. Get yourselves a can of Red Bull to enjoy these high-octane matches between all of these top-tier teams in the country as well. Also, while you're at it, I want you guys to go ahead and register your team for the TEC Gauntlet Season 2, Qualifier 2 registrations. All right, the registrations are live right now. I want you guys to register for that and be a part of the biggest Valorant event in the region. With that said and done, we're going to be going for a short break, and we're just going to get ourselves energized. You guys are watching TEC Gauntlet Season 1 powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TEC Gauntlet Season 1, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. I'm your Gosh Assassin 47. Joining me on the desk is Universe. We just got done with map number 1 bind between Global Esports and GODLIKE Esports. Well, I did not go in the favor of GODLIKE Esports, but yeah, we are all very disappointed with what happened. But at the same time, you know for a fact that GODLIKE Esports are a team that always, comes back stronger, so maybe they're just gonna go ahead and wreak havoc on towards Global Esports on the map of Split and Icebox. We have to wait and watch, but getting into the map veto, right? Universe, I want to ask you this. We all know for a fact that how Global Esports have been dominating on the map of Split and how exactly they have strategized their moves against all of these other teams out there in the country as well. So I want to ask you this. What exactly are you expecting out of Global Esports and GODLIKE Esports on the map of Split?
I really think that they should be going in the favor of Global Esports as well, because of the fact that even if they lose out this map, right? Because I want to just put it out over there that Global Esports are
Hold
absolutely
Hold
Global
on a
Esports.
second. Hold on a second. What am I watching? Did I just see Whitehorse go ahead and pick up Astra?
Oh boy! I mean, that's not that bad of a pick, right? I mean, that's okay.
No, I
Rexy,
mean,
they're switching things
it's-
up.
Yeah, they definitely are. And that is where I'm kind of concerned for GODLIKE Esports. Them switching things up in the specific match. Especially after Bind, they have to go ahead and get this map. If not, then it is going to be Global Esports to just walk away with it. And we know Global Esports are sticking to their default lineup, man. It's SK Rossi on the Jet. It's going to be Hellranger on the Omen. Skills on the Raze. Kappa is going to pick up the Breach. No doubt whatsoever. Lightning Fast is going to be on the Killjoy. So GODLIKE Esports, they have to somehow get back to this. And see, Deathmaker and Flex going on the Jet and the Raze is something that is interesting. But at the same time, Universe, what are you expecting out of this?
Like I was saying earlier, that Global Esports are absolutely dominant in Split. They are just, soul-crushingly dominant, and as are they on Icebox. Because honestly, these last two maps, even if it does go to a third map, is playing into the favor of Global Esports. They are the kings of Icebox, as we've seen. They are the ones who pick it every single time. Now it's a decider match. Even if GODLIKE pick this up by any means whatsoever, because seeing, Whitehouse playing Astra, or seeing Rexy pick up Sentinel, which we've seen him play before, but it's just this match that they're playing it in, and you can see that Global Esports are coming into this match with all smiles across the board, and they are just going to be going into this as smoothly as possible. They're going to be playing their same game because they know that GODLIKE are faltering right now. They know that GODLIKE aren't at their best, and they're going to be just playing their normal game. And I should see another Global Esports victory over here, unless GODLIKE put something completely out of the blue, because Deathmaker is back on that Jet pick.
I guess we're all waiting for that to happen, buddy. And to be honest, I'm expecting Deathmaker and Flex to just go full ham on towards Global Esports right now.
Yeah, we are expecting it for sure, but right now it's going to be Rexy holding down towards B. They're still not spotted by the camera. They should be now. And there it is. It's going to be spotting him. And there comes a one-way cage. And they're going to be extremely careful about that as Global. They immediately go back. But what they do not know, there's another cage waiting in that same spot. They are choosing otherwise. Yeah, Global Esports, they're moving back. Lightning Fast trying to spray a few bullets so that he can get some people to peek out, and maybe Rexy. And here comes the flash. I think they're selling a fake. No, they're actually splitting up towards B. And lightning fast, he gets that perfect kill onto Heaven, as that flash was going to be blinding him from Hell Ranger. And now Rexy. Oh wait. Oh
Flex.
boy. Oh wait. No, I think all of Godlike. Yeah. The entirety of Godlike has disconnected over here.
30 seconds
Oh
left.
no. Oh boy. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is definitely not good. This is unfortunate. Yeah, you can see one player, White House is back, but Deathmaker and Flex are still lagged out. They have disconnected. Pretty sure. Here comes Rossi. He's going to be taking out the one player who is active. He's going to be taking out the second player. And he's going on for that third. And he's just moving around, trying to find Deathmaker, who is lagged out. I think every single person have disconnected, as we can see. Oh wait, Deathmaker's back. Okay, Deathmaker, you are in a safe place for the moment, but there are global esports players flooding around you, my friend.
And I guess Global Esports, in good sportsman spirit, have asked to restart the game as well. So let's see how exactly that is going to go. I guess we definitely are going to be going in for that restart as well. So yeah, Global Esports and Godlike Esports, they both in through good sportsman spirit are going to go ahead and restart the specific match. And it is good, it is good, because Godlike Esports, they have a technical issue. All of them just disconnected and they all reconnected back as well. So I guess it makes sense for them to just go ahead and restart the specific match as well. But while our admins are sorting all of that out, I guess Global Esports' strategy of moving in over towards the B side was pretty interesting, wasn't it? Like, you would see Kappa going ahead, providing those flashes for the entries. SK Rossi just going full ham in towards the middle position, taking more and more control, and eventually moving in towards the defense-sided spawn as well. It's something that we do see out of Global Esports. And Global Esports, I'm loving how they're working based out of their entire lineup, their Asian lineup per se. Like, despite all of these changes made, right? According to the new update, we are seeing players and teams going ahead and bringing back the Omen into the meta as well. So before the update, of course, most of the teams, they were just going ahead and picking up Astra, bringing the Astra into the meta, and working around the Astra as well, considering the fact that Astra just brings in so much utilities on the board. She also just is an amazing support as well for the duelists, just playing off of the duelists and their powers and everything. So yeah, Astra, she is expensive now after the update and all of the economical changes that did come into the game of the agents, utilities, and the weapons, and etc. etc. Omen is coming back into the meta as well. Now, most of the teams have already started bringing it as well. We saw True Esports today, who brought in the Omen on the map of Haven. Now Global, they're also going ahead and picking up Omen on the map of Split. So yeah, it is definitely a very, very welcoming change, and it's so good to see just teams going ahead and bringing that change directly after the update. What are your thoughts on that, Universe?
Yeah, I think that this update has actually given a lot of players more of the gunplay matter than the utility matter, because even though there is that thing about not having as much utility to play with in the first few initial rounds. But that's all what Valorant, Riot wanted. They wanted it to be more gunplay, precise gunplay for that matter. They wanted to be more close to that. But as we step in to further and further, we step in towards that little side of precise gunplay. The one thing about these agents is that yes, they got expensive, and not just Astra. A lot of players got expensive. Yes, they are on eco rounds, it's not that viable. But at the same time, it's almost the same thing in gun rounds, because if you build up economy, you kind of can purchase almost everything, right? The only thing is probably you can't upgrade your pistols if you wanted to, but that's okay, because when you have all of these players having the guns in their hands, that is Phantom and Vandals, or any of any other weapons for that matter, they are pretty good at it. So yeah, it is going to be their advantage. And we would love to see more firepower, because the whole point about this, although Valorant, it's known for its utility usage, like, utility is such a huge part of it. I think Riot are trying to show the importance of utility, like, how valuable it is and how long you need to keep it in store, because there's been times where we just use it out and we just hope, okay, it's going to work out in the end. But now people use the utility carefully. They try to clear out corners perfectly. They try to smoke out corners perfectly. They try to make as much use of it as possible, so that they not only can get a kill, but clear out sites. they can get out rotations coming in, or any of that for that matter. And all of that is happening, but for now we're going to have to see how Global Esports and Godlike are going to be utilizing it, as the match is going to be back underway, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
And we are going to be diving in right about now, as the Global Esports, they've got that sportsmanship, like Assassin stated, and they are going to be be a little bit more kind towards Godlike, who had an unfortunate disconnection issue. And we are moving in with the same lineup and the same setup again. White House with that Astral, like you said, on this map. Rexy, which is a little bit of a, I would say, surprise, like you said as well. Now it is going to be the original pistol run that's going to be coming in.
So, let's move into the pistol round now, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to be witnessing the most precise headshots coming out from the side of SK Rossi and from the side of White Horse and Flex as well over towards the A side. But although that battle is going to be put at a bit of a pause, because the entirety of Global Esports is just SK Rossi creating some sort of a distraction, but at the same time we all know what is actually happening. It is Hellranger leading the team in towards the B side, and over towards the B side we already have Havan and Rexy holding on towards the B side as well. 55 seconds, and I guess the entirety of Global Esports have decided to go back over towards A. They're just going to run back, and it's going to be SK Rossi to sneak in over towards the A towers. It's going to clear out the rope rooms, and oh, this is going to be an interesting change. A double fake coming out from the side of Global Esports. They're going to first make a hell lot of noise over towards B, and then they're going to fall back. They're going to make Godlike Esports scratch their heads as to what exactly is happening. Is it A or is it B? And finally, it's going to be Rexy to be going down. Lightning fast to get that kill, and Havan look at that burst into his lightning fast as well. Oh, Havan gets picked off midair, and it's going to be Flex to get the frag onto SK Rossi. Flex getting himself another one. Let's go, Flex. You can do this in a 1 versus 3 situation. He's going to bring it down to a 1 versus 2. He has got no idea about the positions coming out from the rest of the two players on the side of Global Esports. Kappa is over towards the towers, and it is going to be Hellranger to be over towards the mains position as well. There's going to be Kappa to use that signature ability of his. And as soon as that signature ability kicks in, right, it's going to be time for Hellranger to peek in, and there you go. Flex is completely concussed. And it's going to be Hellranger to peek out at the exact same time. Both of them are going to go in for a double peek. Oh, never mind. They're not going to peek at all, because they know they can just play around with their food right now, and that food is going to be nothing but Flex.
Absolutely, and it is going to be a similar result as to what happened before they got disconnected. I mean, when they got disconnected, it is going to be Global Esports are going to be picking up the first round. The pistol going in their favor, and now it is Global Esports who are going to be building up a bit more of confidence. And honestly, Assassin, I think if Godlike need to win this one out, they need to put up something in the first half which is more than just 2 rounds as compared to what they had last time. Because if they have a minimum of maybe 7 to 5 half even, because they are on the defending side, mind you, and this is a defensive sided map, right? So if Global Esports put up a good score in attacking, then I think it's all but over for Godlike.
But now though, it is going to be Deathmaker to be struggling a little bit with that Classic, right? We all know Classic can be a bit of the pain, especially against all of these SMGs into the hands of Global Esports. And if you have SK Rossi on the Phantom, which is an assault rifle, then yeah, Classic is definitely a pain. And it is being demonstrated right now by all of these players as well. It's going to be very difficult. But then again, can't really do much, right? You got to go ahead and preserve your economy. You got to stabilize your economy so that you can pull out a better buy in the next round as well. It's going to be Rexy, on the other hand, to show how the Classic can reign supreme in close range in SK Rossi to get himself a triple as well. SK Rossi is looking for more. He's going to move it over towards the vent rooms and eventually towards the middle position as well. And there is Rexy, who has got himself that weapon, that upgrade from the Classic. He's going to be on towards a Ghost now, but then SK Rossi is just way too good. And once again, the guy is going to get himself a 4K, just like on the map of Bind. Yeah. He got himself a 4K in the second round, and once again, he's going to repeat what he did.
Absolutely, and Global Esports are looking pretty good right now. They have an advantage, and they are trying to make things work more and more in their favor. And Godlike, they need a lot of confidence. They need a lot more to come out of their teammates. and this is not looking good for them, because if they keep going on with this, it's probably going to be another battering for them. And finally they have the Byron coming in for them, and Deathmaker, this is your time to shine, my friend. He's not going to actually get one. Oh no, Deathmaker, he dashes out on after Kappa, who was absolutely in an open position. He will not perform his skill, and now Global Esports. Oh boy, skills. Look at where he is. Look at SK Rossi. All of them are pushing up towards a defender spawn. And they're going to get one. Rexy's going to find one back though. And now look at Global are just going to be charging in. They are not afraid. Deathmaker comes from the backlines and finally takes down SK Rossi. El Ranger towards A main. And Kappa is going to be jumped up by that satchel. Now El Ranger, last man standing. Oh boy, Evan. Oh my god. He gets absolutely battered. But now Flex is gonna be taking him down, and finally Godlike Esports, one round on the board before they got anything, you know, they didn't let anything else slide into the favor of Global, because last time by the time they got the first round, I think it was around maybe 5, maybe 6 that Global had put up, and yikes. Now finally Global Esports have lost one round in the very beginning itself, as the first buy round had come in, but not a problem, because this was a bonus, right, for Global, so they should be okay with it, and this is their map, so they're gonna be having a lot more of strats and, you know, techniques to work around with come in.
And more than that, you know, I definitely was impressed with the offense coming out from the side of Global Esports. Their takeover towards the A side. But what I was more impressed was with the retake coming out from Godlike Esports as well. Together as a unit, they move in and they get that happen, man. And right now, it's going to be Global Esports to try and, you know, spread themselves across the map. It's going to try and showcase their presence in and around the entire map. Try and bamboozle the players from the side of team Godlike Esports. Make them scratch their heads as to what exactly is going to be the take coming out from the side of Global Esports. Because you never know with such a prowess in terms of leadership coming out from the side of El Ranger.
Shadows traveling.
You never know what sort of a fake is going to be pulled out from the side of Global Esports. Godlike Esports, on the other hand, they have got themselves an amazing IGL as well. Like, Heaven needs no introduction, man. And yeah, we just have to wait and watch what exactly Godlike have in store. For now, though, it is going to be White Horse alongside his comrade to just be, you know, held on towards the Vents room. This will be Lightning Fast to hold on over towards the 8 towers as well. Oh, just be careful, by the way. It's going to be the ultimate popped up, and Rexy is going to try and get himself a frag as well, but nobody's moving in over towards the 8 towers. What is happening?
They can hear Lightning Fast's turret right there, so they're not moving in there, but they're wary of the fact that somebody might push in. They are not aware of the Lightning Fast being sitting over here as well. And now Lightning Fast has a very good position. Scales, good to get probably 1 or 2. He'll get 1. It's gonna be Rexy's Neuro Theft coming in. And here it is. The Global Esports players have been revealed. Deathmaker gets another, and now it's Lightning Fast. He does not have the position to get this retake coming in, because get the post plant coming in for his team, because Godlike, the plant is not for him, and Godlike have a man advantage, and it's going to be them for the first time in this series be on level terms with Global Esports, as the score is 2-2.
Let's go, Godlike Esports once again. An amazing retake, and I loved it. How they, you know, went ahead and just strategize their move for that specific retake as well. They just completely ignored the 8 hours position because they heard the turret, and I kind of thought that, you know, Rexy is just going to move in through the smoke, but I guess after the terror that happened on the map of Bind, he's no longer going to push in through the smokes.
Yeah, absolutely, you know.
We all remember.
Oh boy.
We all remember what happened, right?
yeah, we know what happened. But for the moment, SK Rossi, he does not want to get any of those other cheeky plays coming in, and he's gonna get 2 for himself. Wow, okay. 2 beautiful headshots, and that's already a 3v5 in the first 20 seconds of this round. As Global Esports are running in towards, wow, what a place to put out that that is so heavily invested, so deep. And here goes White Horse down to the grave, as Lightning Fast is going to take out his head. And as Skills is looking out for a backstab, the rest of Global Esports make their way towards the A side, as the spike is going to be planted any second now by the hands of Kappa. And And El Ranger, okay, gets back down to 47, flashes out and gets back to safety.
Spike
Rexy's
planted.
following him. Here comes the smoke. He's looking for a better weapon, but he's not gonna get it. El Ranger's gonna get him with a perfectly placed smoke, which is gonna just reveal his head. And there it is. Global Esports who finally respond in another way, and he's gonna get that kill as well. Beautifully executed, Global Esports. It is 3-2 now, and we might just have a pretty good matchup on our hands.
We definitely do. I'm not even gonna lie. I told you, right? The map is split in Icebox. Godlike Esports are gonna bring it all back, and Global Esports. It's gonna be time for them to just go ahead and bring out more and more of these insane strats that they have got saved up as well in their strat book. I know it's gonna be Flex to drop in that pin shell, but I'm not really sure why wasn't anyone from side of Godlike Esports helping out Flex as well at that specific time. I mean, a double click would have been welcoming, but at the same time, it is just unfortunate to see all of them just fall down like flies as Global Esports. They easily take the entirety of the B side, and they are gonna plant the spike as well. A 2 vs 4 situation is White Horse and Deathmaker gonna try and get it back, and we all know how good Godlike Esports are when it comes down to these retake situations. And despite the weapons disadvantage, maybe Deathmaker with his blades might be able to do something. Oh, he has got.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. The blades are out, and I guess with a classic now, it's gonna be difficult for him to face off against his nemesis. That is SK Rossi.
Yeah, he's gonna pick up that sheriff though, but Kappa's just too close to him to peek out from that smoke, and he's gonna be getting his kill. And that's gonna be Global putting up another round on the board, as they're gonna be going right up ahead, and they're gonna be getting round number 4 on the board now. And Global Esports, they have a bit of a steady lead. They're asserting their dominance again, and Godlike, they are trying to hold it as heavily as they can, but they're faltering little by little. And now another buy round has come in for them, and Deathmaker, that man is on that operator, that deadliest weapon that we've seen in his hands, because he can cause havoc with it. And he's going to be trying to do some work towards the ramp, but he's immediately shut out by that concussion. And we all know how annoying that breach can be on a map like Spit, especially because of its short ranges and close corners. Now it is Global Esports asserting their way towards B Heaven, where Rexy is going to be spotting them out. Flex is there to throw in a grenade for any, safe measures. And although that nade is not going to give out any damage, Global Esports are not giving up their position towards B Heaven as they're asserting in. Flex, decided to smoke. He's going to take in damage, and it's going to be Skills is going to be taking him in to his kill count. And Rexy, he's going to find one though. Skills is going to be going down. He's going to be taking revenge for his teammate. Evan and Lightning Fast, they're going to be crossing each other's paths very soon. Evan's going to get one onto Kappa. Lightning Fast, oh my god, he knows he's there, but Evan's going to get the better of him. SK Rossi's going to find Rexy, and Evan, the IGL, doing the work for his team, has put it back to a 2v1 situation. He might just get the revive going in anytime, but he'll have to go towards, oh wait, it's a 3v, excuse me ladies and gentlemen, the 3v1 with Hell Ranger.
30
I mean, I
seconds
don't
left.
think the revive is going to be necessary for Heavan unless he gets one. Oh boy, Hell Ranger, he is spotted out, and here comes the flash. Nobody spotted towards Heaven, but there is one there. It's going to be Deathmaker, peeks out, gets his kill, and Godlike, they put up a third on the board already, better than, what they put up last game.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the difference as well right at the bat. Godlike Esports putting up the numbers, and it was a similar case for them the previous time. No, actually, you know what? On the map of Bind, it was Global Esports to start off on the defense. So, yeah, right now, Godlike Esports starting off on the defense on the map of Split is something that is very, very favorable to them. And with Deathmaker just putting up numbers like these, right? You as Global Esports, you should start sweating a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. Now that Global Esports, they are aggressing again towards B. SK Rossi dashes in. Evan gets one. He lets the second one pass by. Skills is going to get one instead, and Lightning Fast is going to be the first one to come and get a bullet into the head of Heaven from the last round, who nobody could do. And now Global Esports, they have the B side to themselves. The plant is going to go in from Kappa anytime now, and there it is. He does even have his ultimate to his use, and this is going to be very, very interesting because Godlike, They have an operator in a retake, which is not the most opportune of weapons. White Horse, oh boy, he's gonna get pushed up and lightning fast. Yeah, he's just gonna take him down. Wow, look at the aggression from Global. They're gonna get one, they're gonna fall back. Deathmaker, he knows where one player might be, that one player might be here, but he knows better than to go for this retake because in the 4v2, it's not the most easiest things to do. And now they're gonna be saving these two weapons that they have. They have a Vandal, they have an Operator, and that's all they need. Rexy trying to still spot up some people from that camera, and it's gonna be taken out. The camera's going down, and they will be saving these weapons at the very least to go to the next round as Global are putting up number 5 on the board.
The 5th round of the bowl for Global Esports, 5-3. You know, Global Esports, they just tend to completely catch GODLIKE Esports off guard after GODLIKE Esports win a round, right? It's like Global Esports, they're quick to adapt and evolve and just bring out that change as well.
That goes there.
But that sometimes isn't the case for GODLIKE Esports. It's not like they don't do that, they do, but sometimes it's just Global Esports, you know, going ahead and bringing in that change faster than any other team out there. GODLIKE Esports, I guess this time they're also going to switch things up a little bit. It's going to be Rexy to be playing A and not B. So that is definitely a welcoming change. White Horse is going to be holding on over towards A. Yep. And it looks like that SK Rossi once again is just going to move it over towards the Heaven's position.
He's very close. Oh boy, White Horse. He does not have a great weapon to defend this A side where the only a classic. And Rexy, he is going to be facing one. He's going to take down one. Hellranger is going to go down. He's going to be facing SK Rossi very soon. Oh, that nasty little flick. SK Rossi. He gets taken down by Deathmaker though, but look at this push. Global Esports are so keen on pushing this defender side spawn, and they've been doing it for every round. Evan is coming on the flank, and he's going to pick up a Vandal for himself. He does have the revive as well, and in the 2v2, he should be looking to do that. And there it goes. That ultimate is going to be pushing out Deathmaker from his position as it lets Skills come into a very sneaky little corner. They have an idea that he might be here. Skills, he's going to get one. Deathmaker's going to get it straight, and the 1v1. It's going to be the Breach versus the Jet, and it's going to be the Breach coming up on top. Kappa gets the kill onto him, and there it is. That beautiful execute from Global Esports that they've put in. A lot of work was being done on the side of GODLIKE. They almost had it with this initial peak from from Rexy, but oh my god, this, wow, look at that. SK Rossi, how do you flick onto a head like that and just absolutely just obliterate?
Yeah.
I mean, crazy.
That was a nasty crouch peek coming out from the side of SK Rossi, but what was more impressive was sort of like the entire defense set up over towards A as well, right? Like, I am not sure what happened. And again, Global Esports, they're just way too good when it comes down to taking more and more map control. It's not like GODLIKE Esports are not doing that, but it's just that they're not being allowed to do that as well. They're trying, they definitely are.
Yeah.
Global Esports to just lock down most of the areas in the map as well.
No boy.
And now, yeah, it is going to be that Killjoy's lockdown being put up over towards the B site. And I guess on top of this specific lockdown, there's going to be Global Esports to take more and more map control, as we were just talking about that. It's going to be Havan to moving over towards the towers as well. And he's just going to fall back. He's going to heal himself mostly. Or he's just going to give the heal to someone else. Deathmaker is going to try and get himself a frag. But look at the flash at the exact same time coming out from the side of Captain as well. And oh, SK Rossi almost was about to get the frag onto his White Horse as well. 47 seconds is going to be the spike plant coming in over towards B. And it's down to White Horse and Havan. Now, Havan has got his resurrection available. There you go. Rexy is going to go ahead and get himself resurrected. And it's going to be White Horse and Kappa to White Horse and Havan to try and cut this one out. But it looks like that it is going to be Havan and Rexy. They're going to be able to do this.
Yeah, I don't quite know what exactly Global Esports were thinking in the last part of that execute right there, because Hellranger flashed in and he said, okay guys, he's reviving, so let's just push in and get all of them together. Fair enough, I understand that, right? But they did not check that left side corner, and White Horse took complete advantage of that, and he absolutely took 3 kills to his name. And GODLIKE Esports, they survived this on, because honestly, I genuinely thought this was going to go in the favor of Global, because SK Rossi, he got this kill on towards defender side spawn as well, and in a 2v3, which was brought back to a 3v3, was possible still for Global Esports because they had the plant down, they had the advantage, but in the end, it was the side of GODLIKE who made it work because of that one push coming in from Global. And I don't think they're going to be trying that again.
Yeah, at that point of time, right? Global Esports should have moved in like a SWAT team or something like that.
Oh no!
And it looks like that SK Rossi. Well, put SWAT aside, I guess he's just gonna go. He's just gonna go full ham. He's like, I don't even care. I don't call for anything. I'm just gonna move in. And I'm gonna tap some heads for myself. Flex, on the other hand, is gonna come up with a befitting reply. He's gonna get himself up that immediate trade as well. And there's gonna be Global Esports to quickly moving over towards the A side. Rexy to be completely concussed, and he's gonna be forced out of the position that he was holding on to as well. He had that trap fire set up, so there's nothing to worry about. Finds himself frag before going down, but Kappa gets the trade as well. Now they've got no idea that Whitehorse is still onto the side, by the way, and they're gonna further aggressive over towards the defense side spawn, over towards the screen's position, and it all comes down to Hellranger in a 1 versus 3. He knows where exactly one player is, but he's got no idea that Heavan is right around the corner, and there you have it. 5th round of the board for GODLIKE Esports, and they're just a round away from tying things up at the scoreboard. But what I was trying to say, right, was before that specific round, when they were trying to just deny the revive coming out inside of Heavan, should have moved in like a SWAT team or something like that, you know? Check in 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, clear, and then they should have just denied that specific play being made by GODLIKE Esports. But I guess Global Esports, they've got what they wanted, right? 6 rounds on the attack, more than enough in my opinion. And GODLIKE Esports, if they can just tie things up with the scoreboard right now, they also can do a lot on the attack as well.
Yeah, but for the moment, GODLIKE, they are going to be wanting to make this 6-6 as close as possible. And now Heavan, he's probably going to be the first contact into doing that. He's going to raise himself up on the wall, but that wall is going to be going down. And he's going to get spotted out by that turret. Chips on a little bit damage, takes down the turret himself. And now it is SK Rossi who has sneaked up towards B Heaven when nobody is there. Assassin, if he moves in any further, he might just find both these players unless Flex. Okay, he's not going to find anybody with a showstopper because they've gone back, all the way back. And now SK Rossi making his way towards B Heaven. And they have now an idea that somebody might be here. He's crawling up. SK Rossi, his position is prime. He could be getting a kill. Rexy has an idea. And he might just find this kill onto SK Rossi. And yes, he will. Rexy's going to be taking him down. But he doesn't know the rest of Global Esports are also moving in over here. What are they doing? They're going to be giving up. No, actually, Skid's going to find one. Heavan's going to get the trade. But it's just Kappa who finds another one. A lot of trades going back and forth for both these sides. But GODLIKE Esports still. Okay, Flex is showing off. He's flexing up. And Deathmaker's going to get that last kill. And it is going to be GODLIKE who pull it back 6-6, ladies and gentlemen. Something that they should have done last map, but they have brought it back. And now, on the map of Split, they have shown that they have got what it takes. A little bit of a fight, a little bit of, confidence that has been built up in them. And they're going to be having a lot better time in this map compared to the last, because 6-6 is a much better scoreline than 10-2.
What should I even talk about that specific round? I mean, Flex definitely flexing off on his crosshair placement. Can you guys see what's happening? I mean, this guy is just crazy. That crosshair placement coming in from him though goes ahead and gets himself both the kills over towards the tower's position. Amazing stuff, Flex. Amazing stuff, man. Trust me. Good stuff. And nope, it looks like that Deathmaker just came back running into his desk. And it is going to be Rexy, who we are going to be waiting for. Oh, SK Rossi is chilling. He's like, guys, let me just check my phone real quick. Any updates?
He's checking his Instagram.
Maybe. Oh, maybe he's just checking his DMs. He's like, maybe someone might have, someone might have told me that I should go ahead and get myself an ace. I'm not able to quite get that ace, so someone might have commented about that. Let me just check real quick.
Yeah, but as he's checking it, the match has resumed, and as we move into this pistol round, which potentially could be the last pistol round if Global Esports win this out, or could be the third pistol round. Sorry, the fourth pistol round if GODLIKE win this out. It's going to be interesting to see how exactly it's going to pan out, because if GODLIKE win this, they're going to have an advantage for sure. And looks like they're going to have positional advantage for the moment. Oh, though, that sound though. That sound cue is gonna give it away, and now they're gonna be moving into a day because they know they've given off the side, and Hell Range is gonna be immediately flashing it off. And now Godlike, they have positional advantage, they have A heaven all towards themselves, and they're gonna be pushing in from A main as well. SK Rossi, he's got his teammate Lightning Fast along with him on A side. He knows where one is. SK Rossi tapping it down, gets one, smokes it off. Lightning Fast gets another. Deathmaker to trade back, Flex to get another, and these duelists are doing the work. But SK Rossi, he's just too good with that ghost. He gets a 3k, and Evan, last man standing, comes from defender spawn, gets it into elbow, gets a kill, gets a gun for himself, a better gun, taps onto the head of SK Rossi, Skills coming in to tap him down, and he's gonna be going down to that classic with Skills had as he picks up the ghost himself. And Global Esports, a little bit of a scare that came into them because they gave out so much map control, but they got it right back because they were holding down the side so heavily, right? Like, both the players were invested right into this A side, and they were all the way back. And SK Rossi, my word, this guy, he knows how to aim with that pistol right there.
That he definitely does.
Wow, look at that shot.
I mean, SK Rossi, if you don't know already, right? Back from his FPS experience as well, he was always known as the pistol god. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt his pistol skills, guys. The guy, if you give him a sheriff, if you give him a ghost, he'll just ace around as well. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't say that. At this point, people are gonna be like, "Why you bully SK Rossi, man? You know for a fact that curse hasn't lifted yet. He hasn't been able to get an ace. Why you gotta do him like that?" But I'm not lying, guys. He is, yeah, I'm not lying. He's so goddamn good with the pistol, and it looks like that SK Rossi, despite being low, he might just be able to get himself a frag, and I guess I just closed him again.
Oh no, Hell Ranger.
Yeah, he's just gonna be rushed onto by 3 players on the side of GODLIKE Esports. And it's gonna be Global to try and bring this back. A 3 versus 4. They can still do that, by the way. All of these players, they still have got nothing but the pistols. And Deathmaker! Oh, he's just waiting, and there you go. Deathmaker! What a patient play coming out from this guy. Trigger discipline at its best. He's just gonna wait for his concussion to go away. It's gonna be time for Kappa to clutch this one out. Will he be able to do so though? Deathmaker is very low, like down to 12 points of health, but it's gonna be Deathmaker to spot him out first to take him down as well. So they're gonna bring it right back, and it's gonna be 7-7. And even Stevens on the scoreboard as we move on towards round number 15.
Yep, it is gonna be even, and as we go ahead towards this round, which I mean, this round was kind of a little bit of a very unpredictable one for sure for Global Esports because Hell Ranger caught in a very awkward position where he flashed one and he needs to guess that kill. He needs to get that kill, and he couldn't. But then comes the teammates of Deathmaker who let him stay in the corner, who was concussed, mind you, but Skills just forgot to check that. And as a result of that, it's going to be Global who bring GODLIKE, who let GODLIKE come back to level terms, and now they're looking to add on to it. Lightning fast. Oh boy, that shot is not going to work in his favor as Flex is just going to spray him down quicker than he can put down those 15 bullets into his chest. And there it is. GODLIKE. Simple round for them. It was an eco for GODLIKE, and sorry, it was an equal. Oh my god, my tongue is twisting so bad. Really sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It was an eco for Global, and GODLIKE shred through them pretty easily.
It happens, to be honest, and at this point, you know, sometimes you never know who exactly is being talked about in the chat as well when they say GE, because it's GODLIKE Esports and Global Esports. So it's GE and GE. So at this point, you never know who you're supporting. But yeah, jokes aside, that was a very bad one. I know. Forgive me. Not that great of an entertainer as Mr. Universe is, but yeah, I definitely try.
I mean, entertainment is a subjective matter, and if you are entertained by this game, please do hit that like and subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot more coming for you. For the moment, though, it is Global Esports are giving a lot to GODLIKE to handle, as oh boy, Kappa's is gonna straight throw the head off of Evan's body, and he's gonna be feeling that for sure. And now, oh, Deathmaker, oh, Deathmaker. Oh, Deathmaker, SK Rossi spots him out, and that's going to be the end of his prowl towards A Heaven. He's going to be flashed out. He's going to be smoking himself to get himself to safety. And Rexy, he is going to spray out some bullets so that he can let Deathmaker escape. And now Deathmaker is going to be crawling himself towards B Heaven. And here comes Flex towards B main as well. They're covering them from all positions. 2 of the duelists. Oh, wait, Flex, hello!
Fire in the
He just taps the head of Skills so damn easily. And here comes a showstopper from his side. Deathmaker trying to make a little bit of magic happen across the smoke. But he's not going to get anything. Oh boy, the timing so good, but so bad as well. Hellranger gets him because that Spectre does not have as much oomph in that first bullet as does the Vandal. And now, Godlike, 4v2. They have to hold on to this post plant. Flex and Rexy, not a lot of utility to work with. There is no nade. There's one satchel. Hellranger just jumping out into the side. I mean, okay, maybe informational play. Fair enough. He was low. I get it. Okay, I get it. Yeah. He was jumping out in the side so his teammates could know where the rest of the players are. And that's exactly why he was the only one lost in that round. And Global Esports, they hit back immediately and they get this round as well.
So 8-8 as Global Esports, they go ahead and make that retake possible. Completely understandable. I mean, man disadvantage for the side of Godlike Esports, but there was a good execute coming out from them, wasn't it? It was just better hold coming out from Global Esports as well to go ahead and bring it down to that 4 versus 2 situation as well. So for now, Split is going pretty much neck to neck, and later down the line, it's gonna come down to the strategical move being made by both of these teams, and on top of that, the economy management as well. Now, Godlike Esports, they're gonna go ahead and buy in this specific round. And if they go ahead and lose out this specific round, they're not going to be having any money whatsoever to buy in the next round. Which might just put Global Esports onto 10. Which is not a good sign, right?
Yeah.
So Godlike Esports this is a very, very important round for them, and they need to put up such tactics in order to take down the entirety of Global Esports and instead completely drop down their economy.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at this. They're going to put in the neural theft and they know where these players are. And they're actually not choosing to go B because they know there were 3 there. And immediately, the reaction from SK Rossi has come to help Skills over here. And they're actually going to be exchanging positions as SK Rossi is coming over here towards B Heaven, where Deathmaker is lurking at the moment. And these 2 Jets, they're going to be facing off very soon. Oh boy. It is a battle of the Jets, as we've all mentioned, but they have 2 different weapons. Who's going to be reigning supreme? Deathmaker any second now, and it's going to be Rossi who wins it. It's going to be him getting that first pick and that second as well. Rossi is going to be making this work happen for his team as Global Esports put up a 4 versus 2 situation for themselves as an advantage. And now, SK Rossi looking for more, looking for everything. He's going to get a 3 and maybe a 4. No, it's going to be Skills who's not going to let him get that 4K Rossi tag again. It's going to be Global Esports who put up 9 on the board, and what a beautiful round executed from them. Kappa, I mean, he did go down right in the beginning, but he made sure he got 1. And that neural theft, it was completely rendered useless as SK Rossi just went havoc and completely destroyed Godlike in that B Heaven position. Deathmaker and Heaven peeked out 1 by 1. I think that was the mistake, because if they had peeked out together, maybe they probably would have gotten that trade back onto SK Rossi, and maybe this round could have been a whole different story.
It could have been. But more than that, Godlike Esports, I'm not really sure. Despite having the man advantage right at the bat at the start of the round, they are just not able to go ahead and, you know, just explode onto the side like they used to before. Not really sure what's the cause of that, but they gotta start, you know, taking more and more map control, in my opinion. It's getting sandwiched on towards a particular position is what I feel. Like, they always just over towards the B mains, and if there could have been a split approach being made just like this one, right now as Deathmaker and Flex, both of them are trying to, you know, take control over towards mid, and then they're eventually going to move it over towards either the vent room or over towards the B side. The B side, 0 chances, because this is a split approach for the A side. So you see, 3 of the players from the side of Godlike Esports are already towards A mains. And Flex and Deathmaker, they're clearing off the middle area. They are getting control over towards the vent room, and they're eventually moving it over towards the 8 towers as well. And after there's a whoa. Okay, interesting dash, maybe to try and get some information, but yeah. It looks like that after that specific wall is going to be raised by the Astra. This specific take is going to be very easy for the side of Godlike Esports as well. And yeah, SK Rossi is very close. Get himself a frag. There you go. Takes out his nemesis. That's going to be Deathmaker to be completely deleted. And it's time for Kappa to bring it back as well. He's got himself the aftershock ready. And with Whitehorse going out and taking down Scales, it's going to be Kappa left out of 1 versus 3. He's going to go out and get himself a double. And in a 1 versus 1 situation, he can almost clutch this out, by the way. If and only if Whitehorse stops him. But I guess in terms of the HP advantage, and there's no time.
Oh no, it's over.
There's no time. Yes, White Horse is to push this, and
My rate just
in
went up.
the process of doing so, Kappa has got himself the angle and is gonna win out that 1 versus 1 as well. A 1 versus 3 clutch coming out from the side of Kappa, ladies and gentlemen. Clutch by as we know him, by the way. What a play.
I mean, I think in that last moment, you know, it's a battle of the minds because when your nerves get to you, it's all about what you want to do in that right moment, right? Kappa, he played that to perfection because he could have waited on the side. He could have used his ultimate. He could have done a lot of things, okay? But he chose not to. And he did so much better. And he just waited. I think it would have just been better if, you know, he went for the plant right there. But unfortunately, Godlike, I mean, he did not, and he had to push in towards defender side spawn, and he had to give up his life, and that was going to be it. As Global Esports, they put up double digits, and it is looking very, very difficult for Godlike Esports now. Okay, Deathmaker, he's definitely going to be crawling up towards ramp, and Global will definitely have an idea of this, and there it is. That turret right there from the Killjoy is going to be spotting him out, and SK Rossi is already going up there as a response to it. Deathmaker sitting in this corner, that Tripwire is going to be taken out, and he's waiting for somebody to make a first move, while Skills is holding out, and as he can hear the rest of Godlike towards mid. What is going to be transpiring in this round?
47 seconds. At Godlike Esports, they have a decision to make right now, either the B side or the A side, and it looks like that they're pretty much all gonna try and move it over towards the A side because we already have Deathmaker over towards the A mains, and might just dash into the side or maybe just move it over towards the Rams position as well. Try and you know, just go ahead together as a unit over towards the A towers, get control over towards the A towers, and plant the spike as well towards the side as well. More map control is equals to better chances of them winning this specific round as well. And you know, they just have to delay the retake coming out from the side of Global Esports as well. Heaven is going to be holding on over towards the towers, by the way, and I guess it's going to be time for White Horse to move it over towards the screens position as well alongside Deathmaker. And this specific play might just work out, but no! It's going to be Hellranger to use the paranoia and the ultimate to come in from Flex as well. He's going to take down his nemesis. Skills is going to be going down, and that's going to be Kappa to get himself a frag on towards Heaven. Despite having aggressive map control around the A side, it looks like that it might just be Global Esports to go ahead and get this retake done as well. It's going to be Flex to be completely concussed and caught in that specific ultimate coming out from the side of Kappa, and it's going to be SK Rossi to try and come in from the Rams position. Rexy, he knows the position of both of these players. The spike is planted for him, and it's going to be Rexy to clutch it out as well. Ladies and gentlemen, amazing positioning coming out from the side of Rexy as he clutches it out and puts up the 9th round of the board for Godlike Esports. 10-9 as Global Esports, they might just have to go in for an eco in this one, and that might just tie things up with the scoreboard, Universe.
Yeah, absolutely. That's gonna hurt a lot now to Global Esports because they were in such good position to win this out. But Rexy, he taps down SK Rossi, he tags Kappa, he takes his head, and then he's gonna take the head of Hellranger as well. I mean, honestly, I think with that much of little time left, it was just unfortunate. And now they are gonna be on an eco. Godlike Esports, sorry, Global Esports, like you said. SK Rossi, oh boy, he's picking up mid, but it's gonna be Hellranger to get the first contact and the kill towards Flex towards B. And that nade not gonna do a lot of damage. Skills, he's just gonna push them off a little bit and get a little map control for themselves. Hellranger gonna pick up that Phantom, and he's aggressing. Look at this, there's another Hellranger making work happen, but he's gonna be traded out by Rexy. And now Godlike have a man advantage. They are in a 2v3, and there is no weapons advantage for Global Esports at the moment because both of these players who are alive have a frenzy in their hands, and Godlike, they can go wherever they want because Split is now their playground. Deathmaker looking towards A. He is got all of the space he needs. He's got all of the skills he needs. He's got all of the utility that he needs to make this execute happen because they should know that they're on eco, right? They should definitely know that they're on eco. And there is a bit of a chance that Kappa could probably pick up a weapon because he's scoured down all the way towards B, and yeah, he does. He has a weapon in his hand, and this could be something that Global could work with. And now that they're moving towards A, lightning fast has an idea, gonna be taking down one, and there it is, an opportunity for Global, and that's all they ever need. And here comes another spray down, but it's gonna be Rexy who finds him actually, and Deathmaker's gonna be taking him down, and back to level terms we go, ladies and gentlemen. 10 to 10. Godlike Esports are not out of this anywhere. They are feeling it. White Horse, he has a little smile on his face, and that's all they need. Right now, Godlike, they are making it work. But now that Global Esports are going to be having a buy again, they need to continue doing this work, or else it's going to be very difficult for them.
They definitely need to. Global Esports, as they have finally got themselves a buy-in, it's going to be time for them to take the lead as well. Or maybe it's just going to be Godlike Esports to dethrone them out of that lead as well. I mean, they've already leveled things out on the scoreboard, so they can just go ahead and put up the 11th round of the board as well. It is once again going to be the mind games being played here, ladies and gents. And I guess Godlike Esports, if they can just keep doing what they're doing, right, for now, from the past 2 rounds, maybe they can just gather themselves the 11th round of the board. It's going to be the aggressiveness instead to come out from the side of Global Esports, and look at the amount of information they're gathering as well. It's going to be the aftershock to be used over towards the Marcus position to not have any of the players from the side of Godlike Esports to push in from market, whereas Dead to be over towards the Shuas is going to find the frag on towards kills. Hellraiser gets the immediate trade, so yep, trade game to the absolute best coming out from the side of Global Esports. But oh, Havan. Well, Hellraiser forgot the fact that Havan has got his resurrection ready. So it is going to be Havan to go ahead and get his comrade back into the specific round. And that's going to be another ultimate popped in from Rexy. He's going to throw in that hat and is going to gather more and more information. Lightning Fast knows for a fact that it is that A execute coming out from the side of Godlike Esports. And Lightning Fast, all he has to do is drop in that specific lockdown. But yeah, all he has to do is just buy some time. Buy some time for the team to just move in. And he's going to do an amazing job at that. A triple for the man as it brings it down to a 2 versus 2 now for the team, which is very, very doable. Because both the players from the side of Godlike Esports are very low. What Havan can do is, as soon as his heal is ready, he can go ahead and heal Rexy. And Rexy, being the clutch meister he is, he can go ahead and clutch it out for the team as well. But again, not to forget, Kappa has got himself a flash ready. So SK Rossi is just going to try and peek on top of that flash as well. And it's going to be SK Rossi to go ahead and take down Rexy. And what the hell did Havan do? He should have been watching Rexy's back. And this is exactly not how we wanted this 2 versus 2 be played out. And Kappa can easily go ahead and take down Havan. But no! Havan! What in God's name is that from Havan as he goes ahead and just tucks him into that corner and finds himself both the frags and puts up the 11th round of the board for himself and the side of Godlike Esports as well. Nobody expected that to happen, universe.
Absolutely not. I don't think anybody expected that to happen. And now it is the side of Godlike who are leading in a very, very good position. And look at Global Esports. They do not have a proper buy. 2 of their players are Vandals. 1 of them has a Spectre. Rest of them have nothing to work with. And now, Godlike, they are in such a good position to win this out. All they need is 1 more round. And they're going to have match point. And then it should be smooth sailing from there. Because the economy not looking that great for the side of Global Esports at all. And Godlike, they might just be putting the second map into their favor. And Deathmaker is going to be making sure of that as he gets the first kill onto SK Rossi. He wins the duel this time. And now it is Global Esports who are on the back lines as the man disadvantage, economy disadvantage, weaponry disadvantage, everything against their favor. And Godlike, they can play this however they want. And looks like they're going to be moving towards B as they know that the Killjoy is set up towards A always. Lightning Fast usually plays A. And they're choosing to go towards B as they know they can take that fight better.
40 seconds and Godlike Esports, they're just regrouping over towards the B mains position. And they're just going to try and move it over towards B as well. After getting that entry on towards SK Rossi, things have become a lot easier for them. But now, it's going to be a challenge for Kappa to try and survive in this specific spot as well. It's going to go ahead and start breaking the wall as well. Skills going to find himself the frag on towards Flex, but ooh, that was a bad move coming out from the side of Skills as well. It's going to be Hellraiser to find himself that frag on towards Rexy. Not a bad one. Good job. But over Deathmaker, he's going to be caught as well by Hellraiser, and Hellraiser stepping up the IGL himself in a 1 versus 1 situation against White Horse is going to lose it out. And oh, White Horse, with that lurk coming in from the tower's position, is going to find himself a double for the 12th round of the board. And it looks like that we are going to be seeing Godlike Esports take it to map number 3. But hold on a second, it's not over yet. I mean, yeah, Global Esports still have a bye. Not the best of the bye, but yeah, they're still gonna eke out a bye because they've got no options left whatsoever. They have to get the 11th and try and drag this game to an overtime. But GODLIKE Esports, man, what a performance. Give it up for these boys as they've brought it all back. And this is exactly what I was talking about, right? GODLIKE Esports, we know what sort of a potential they carry, and we know what they can do as well against Global Esports. All we had to do was just wait and give all the love and support to them as well so that they can make the comeback and take this to map number 3.
Absolutely, and now GODLIKE, they need to play this strategically. They need to play this well. If they don't, it's gonna be Global who are gonna be capitalizing on it because they know they want this bad, and they do not want to drop a map at all. They want to keep their streak clean. And Heavan, the Hellrangers on the other side. Hellranger pops out, he gets one. Here comes the support from him as well, and that oh my god, Global Esports, what a beautiful execute towards mid. Gain so much control. 2 players spot out. There's that aftershock coming in. Even that does not let that player standing in that cubby position get out. And now SK Rossi, he is towards the side. Deathmaker knows that he is, and it's gonna be another battle of the Jets over here. Deathmaker constantly being concussed, and he's being forced to smoke himself out. He's gonna tap out SK Rossi a little bit, and he's gonna be taking him down as well. The knives are out. Next he gets another. GODLIKE Esports making this happen. Deathmaker rushing in. Kappa's gonna take him down. Rexy's going down, and Deathmaker last man standing. 1v3, has the Vandal, has the knives. Is he gonna be able to do it? Is the question. Lightning fast, he spots him out. Kappa is on Heaven. He knows where the players are. He's putting in the work, but it's not working out. No fruition. Close but no cigar, says Global Esports as they put up 11 on the round. And we go all the way down to the last round of the second half, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be do or die for GODLIKE, and this is gonna be a map to take to overtime and potentially win it for Global.
Oh man, what's the economical situation coming out from the side of GODLIKE? Oh no! Oh no!
They are not looking good.
2,000 creds, 1,900 creds, 3,000 creds, 2,350 creds. They've got no money to buy. We are going into an overtime.
It looks like it, but hey, I am still gonna be a little bit of an optimist here because we saw Global Esports pull out so many frags with that uneven buy that they had. It is possible that so can GODLIKE.
But yeah, remember, it was still a buy. It was an uneven buy. It was an uneven one, but it was still a buy. At least they had what? Bulldogs, Spectres, Phantoms on the board. But here, GODLIKE have no choice.
Yeah, they don't have a choice, and Hellranger still missing from his seat. Hopefully he makes it back on time, and he does have 18 seconds. It is a little bit of a pause. He's gone probably for a small little pee break, and it looks like the timer has resumed and he is back. Yep, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be the very last round, that we're going to be diving into the second map where GODLIKE Esports have pulled it back so far and so damn ahead. And now they're not going to be having that great of a buy. They have Spectres, they have one Vandal, and they have Heavan on a Sheriff, merely a Sheriff. And now, Global Esports, they have advantage in every single sense of the way to bring this to an overtime. But whether or not they're going to be able to do it is the question, because GODLIKE, all they need is maybe 1, maybe 2 frags going in their way, and that is all they will want to make it to an overtime. Because SK Rossi, although he is on a Spectre, the rest of his teammates are not, and they have the advantage of utility as well as armor. And now here comes the force of GODLIKE. They're spread across a usual default setup for them still. They haven't changed up anything, even though they do not have weaponry, and neither do they have armor. And it's going to be Flex and Deathmaker to try to make something happen towards B main, where they've got Lightning Fast on the other end and Skills who's sitting on top of that double box over there. Oh boy, Lightning Fast is going to peek out. Oh my god, Deathmaker. That even jiggling to Deathmaker is just going to give you your death. And looks like this might just be it. Assassin, this could be the first initial thing that they need. They might check Skills. I hope they do, because this man can cause havoc. And here comes the flash in from Kappa. He's trying to create a lot of distraction. He makes sure that his teammate is not alone. And here comes the utility from GODLIKE. They're baiting it out. They're stopping them in their tracks as much as possible. And Kappa is so good at doing that. And here comes the ultimate as well. He's pushing them back. He does not want them to enter this B side whatsoever. GODLIKE, they've got 4 players here and 1 towards sewers who could be lurking, and they should have an idea about this. kills. Still tucked into this corner, still not checked. And I don't think that GODLIKE might check this because the Cosmic Divide comes in, there's a camera, and now they're gonna know that he's here. He needs to get away from this position as soon as possible, or else he's gonna get killed. Here comes the Boombot as well. We're going into the very last seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Last 20 seconds, SKRC press down 2, and now Global Esports, they're making it work. Looks like we're going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen, unless Heaven can pull out something, but there is no time. Revives, but still, it's just down to the last 10 seconds. Kappa gets one. Kappa's making time waste over here. He's making a lot of work happen, and that is it. It's gonna be all over. It's gonna be Global Esports who carry us all the way to round number 12 as 4K Rossi comes into play again. And my word, what a round from that man. SK Rossi and Global Esports. Kudos. And you know, honestly, I want to give credits to Kappa. He used that flash, he used that aftershock, he used the ultimate, he used the concussion and held them off for so long. GODLIKE could have chosen to go A, but they stuck to B, and that is exactly what Global wanted. My word, what a round from them.
Yeah, I mean, sort of analyze that, right? Like, we saw there was absolutely no money left out for GODLIKE Esports to buy. And that is exactly why they sort of were not able to win that specific round as well. And the way I reacted on that specific situation as well is because GODLIKE Esports, they tried, like, they did so much, right? To bring up the match point for themselves. And it all just gets thrown away after Global Esports getting themselves around on the board and, you know, going ahead and dragging this game to an overtime. But no worries, they still have absolutely everything that they need. All they have to do is just go ahead and win out the defense right now, and they are going to be able to bring out a full buy on their attack and maybe win out in this overtime as well against Global Esports. Right now, Global Esports, they've already lost out 3 players, and it's going to be down to how exactly Lightning Fast is going to try and bring it back as well. Oh, Hell Ranger is going to be spotted out as well. So right now, GODLIKE Esports have all the information in the world. They know for a fact that both the players are over towards the charge position. We are going to be seeing Lightning Fast who's going to try and move in over towards the screen's position. Flex is holding on. 55 seconds. Hell Ranger is going to try and move in from A mains. Rexy is very low, down to 30 points of health, but it is a beautiful crossfire setup coming out from Rexy as well as... what exactly is this? It's Deathmaker, right? Yeah, Deathmaker and Rexy. But oh, Hell Ranger. It's a lot of damage, and it is going to be Lightning Fast to fall back. Drop down his turret, and he's going to ask Hell Ranger as well to be like, hey, let's just go B. Or maybe it's just a call coming in from Hell Ranger, right? I got the spike, let's just go B. All you have to do is go ahead and cut off the rotations, and that's exactly what Lightning Fast is going to do. Is going to cut off the rotations, is going to be Deathmaker to be going down. 2 vs 2 situation. Rexy's low, mind you. There's no heal available, so all Hell Ranger and Lightning Fast have to do is hold on this specific crossfire, and it's going to be Flex to be going down. Not like this. GODLIKE Esports, you guys were in the lead. You guys had a man advantage, and Rexy, he's going to be able to pull this off. All he has to do is go ahead and destroy that lockdown as well, but there's no time. He's going to have to move out of that radius, and Hell Ranger, who he expects Rexy to be falling back, and Hell Ranger plays it out perfectly. The IGL knows what he's doing, and that is going to be the 13th round of the board for Global Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, GODLIKE Esports, despite the advantage, they're not going to be able to win out that specific round, and now it is going to be a big trouble for them. As Global Esports are on the defense, and we all know how good they are, but at the same time, GODLIKE Esports, this game went into overtime because they did not have the money.
Yeah.
Now that they have the money, they have all the money in the world, right? 5,000 creds on all players. All they have to do is strategize their move, get that 13th, take it to double OT.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it is Global Esports on the advantage, ladies and gentlemen. And Lightning Fast, he's looking to get some information towards the A main, and he's going to get some as well. Rexy's going to be taking down that turret as GODLIKE, they're making their way towards A this time. No more B push, they say, and Rossi, he is waiting here. SK Rossi, he is been deadly this match. The man is already up to 34 kills. He's been carrying the team for so long. And look at that spray, GODLIKE, Deathmaker, he's going to get a little bit of a chip down, but that's okay, he still survives. And he can be healed by Heaven. Heaven's going to be healing him pretty soon. Oh my god, another spray coming in. SK Rossi, he's creating damage, but not enough to get a kill yet. Hell Ranger, he has an idea that Heaven is coming in from over here. And oh boy, Hell Ranger, he's going to be going down. And Heaven heals himself, and Deathmaker still going to stay low though. But even though that's happened, White House is going to get another man advantage for them. Lightning Fast still on this side. He has his turret as well. He knows somebody's up over here. He's gonna get one. It's gonna be
Destroyed.
Flex jumping into the side. White Horse, Lightning Fast gets another. He's gonna get probably another. Lightning Fast, oh my god!
Strike down A.
What are you doing?
Initiated.
Here comes the ultimate and it looks like it's gonna be all but over. He's looking for the edge. And it's gonna be Lightning Fast, ladies and
Defenders
gentlemen.
win.
My god, what a bloody hold from that man right there. And look at the love he's getting. Lightning Fast to end it off with an ace of all things. I mean, wow. To be honest, that is one of the best Killjoy plays that I have ever seen. The only man standing on that side and the only man that Global Esports needed. He gets one, he goes back, and what a beautiful shot onto Rex. He was jumping to just place the camera. He finds his head, finds the heads of Flex, and then the Deathmaker, who's already low, goes down to him. White Horse trying to move in, gets taken down as, the last player who came into that side got taken down as well. And as a result, Global Esports. Wow. That's all I have words right now.
Ooh.
Wow. That was just crazy. I am sweating bullets right now. You can look at it.
Oh.
I can't see if you can see it, but my
Yeah.
word, Global Esports, absolute respect and kudos to you because that
Jeez.
was one of the best matches that I have watched.
Ooh, take a bow. What a play. There's a reason why I call him as one of the best anchors in the country as well, right? And that guy goes ahead and proves me right as well. An ace to end it all in style. Give it up for the Killjoy coming out from the side of Global Esports, ladies and gentlemen. That guy is an absolute powerhouse all by himself. And we're going to be reliving all of those moments in the match highlights as well, which are coming up right now. I have got absolutely no idea what White Horse did right there. Sorry, not White Horse, my bad. Lightning Fast. Never mind, I'm just losing my mind right now. Like, I'm just messing up because I'm still in that trauma. That trauma coming out from the side of Lightning Fast. What the hell was that flick onto towards Rexy?
I don't even know what he did there, but my oh my, was that one of, I think that was such a beautiful match. That was such a hard fought match. Godlike, they pulled it to 12. They did so much work. They just, they couldn't do it all. And it was Global who just did everything. They did so much. And it was working out for them until the very end. Even though they did not have money, even though they did not have economy, they did not have a lot of things to work with, they still make it work. And that's just how good Global Esports is, ladies and gentlemen. Because oh my good god, these players are absolutely crazy. Every single one of them deserves to be on that team, and they are on that team for a reason, and it's because of these moments like this right here. What a victory for them. Global Esports, they are definitely one of the heaviest contenders for, any sort of Valorant matchup in India, because they have been so dominant, they have been so strong, and they are still unbeaten. The only unbeaten team in their group right now. And Global Esports, honestly, man, they are the team to beat in this tournament for sure, because of the way that they're performing, the way that they're moving ahead. Godlike honestly gave them a very good fight, yeah? Godlike, kudos to them to bring it up to 12, because they could have probably won out this match. But at the very last moment, it was that, that mishap in that 12 to 10 round where they lost it out, and Global Esports pulled it back, because as soon as that 12 to 10 round went in the favor of Global, it became 12 to 11, and economy just plummeted down. Like, I remember you saying that they had just 1,900, they had 3,000, they had 2,000, and that was the end for Godlike, because after that, they just lost out everything, and Global won out everything. And my oh my, what a match that was.
Now, there's a reason for that reaction to be coming out from both of us as well, right? When
Yeah.
Godlike Esports had no sorts of money whatsoever. Because we knew. We just go ahead and see it out for the future rounds to come as well. Most of the people, they might be like, oh, Castro, you're just overexpressing right now. But that is exactly why that reaction came out. That was when Godlike Esports lost out this specific map. If they had the money, if they could have just won out that round against Global Esports. Saying this because Global Esports did not have the best buy out there. Like they were working off of Bulldogs, Phantoms, Spectres, and they still got that round against Godlike Esports, who
Yeah.
had the better weapon in that specific round. So they went ahead and lost that out, and they had no money whatsoever moving in towards the final round of the second half. And then it just went into overtime, and we all know what happened next, right? Kudos, man. Kudos to Global Esports for just bringing it back in lightning fast. Take a bow. That is definitely going on Instagram for sure. So you guys should go ahead and follow the Esports Club's Instagram page if you don't want to miss that specific clip. And also, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and check out our sponsors for the TEC Gauntlet Season 1, which is WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. So you guys should go ahead, check out all the links down in the description below. Check out all the amazing deals that our sponsors have got for you as well. And maybe you're going to be as quick as lightning fast with the fastest SSD out there in the market as well. That is the WD Black SN850 as well. You can connect all of those incredible flicks as well. All you need is a powerful SSD and an incredible card from AMD Ryzen Radeon. So please go ahead and check them out and play just like these professionals out there in the server as well. Also, we have had an amazing day throughout. The first half of the day went into all three maps. ROG Academy versus True Ripper Esports. And that was a banger of a game where True Ripper Esports, they went ahead and pulled it out. Now here, Global Esports and Godlike, we expected this to go all three maps, but then Global Esports, and they're just an absolute powerhouse. Godlike Esports, they brought it back. I told you, Split is going to be a map where Godlike Esports is going to be able to bring it back, and they're going to be able to make a difference. But then the economy, it kind of, went ahead and messed things up for them. But it's okay. It's completely fine. Nothing's, over for them yet. This was just the battle for glory. Who exactly is going to be taking that top spot in the group standings as well? Well, the group standings are being updated. We are going to be seeing the group standings really, really soon. And as soon as it is ready, it's going to be popping up straight in front of your screens. And you guys are going to be seeing the change that I'm talking about as well. So before that, why don't you go ahead and it's right here. Yeah, scan the QR code and get yourselves a can of Red Bull as well. Because the next time you're going to be seeing Godlike Esports, I'm pretty sure that they are going to get themselves some cans of Red Bulls as well, so that they have got the energy to go ahead and beat out some of the best out there in the country as well. So there you go. This is the update that I was talking about, right? Look at Global Esports sitting right there up on the top. 12 points, 6 wins and 0 losses. Not a single loss coming out from Sahara Global Esports, whereas Godlike Esports were on a similar boat, but today, as I said, one of these teams is going to fall and is going to put up the first loss. And it is going to be Godlike Esports. Universe, your thoughts on the group standings?
I mean, honestly, I told you this earlier itself. I was kind of expecting this, but I thought Godlike would definitely pick up a map, right? And could have gone all the way to third map and see what was gonna, perspire in Icebox. But that was not the case. And as a result, it's going to be Godlike who are going to be sitting on that third position as F1, who did pull out a map against Global. They are going to be sitting on 11. And now 12, 11, 10 is the top three leaders who have just 1 point of difference between each of them. And 2 between Global and Godlike, as was the score today, 2-0. And now the Global Esports are on the top. They are confirmed. I mean, they still have 1 match left, right? And if by any chance, I don't think that's going to happen, but by any chance, if Global tend to lose it, or by any chance they lose it, and Force One win the next match, they might as well go on top. So you never know what's going to happen. But for the moment, pretty sure that these 3 teams are going to be going into the playoffs and they are going to be having their seeding spots. Now, though, there is one thing I do want to mention. Because of the fact that Force One are having a 1 map advantage over Godlike, of the fact that they won it and they have 11 points. The question is, we're in this last match that's going to be played, whether it's Force One and Godlike, whoever they're going to be playing, it's going to be mattering a lot, because if Godlike, they get into that second position, then they're going to be having that seeding advantage, right? Because they're going to have that top 2 spot, which is going to let them to be in the upper brackets. And at the same time, if they stay in the third position, they're going to be a part of the lower brackets. And that playoff spot is, it says a lot, because although, yes, you made the playoffs for sure, but being in upper bracket is just a little bit more safety net for you, because you have, even if you lose, you can come down back again from the lower brackets and you can make your way back up. So it is quite a bit of a, last matchup that we're going to be going ahead to watch, as we are done with 6 matches for all of these teams in this group.
Yep.
It is going to be one last match that all of these guys are going to be playing, and we really hope that all of you guys are hyped up for that match, because as we head in towards the last match of the group standings in this group at the very least, we still have Group B to go as well. We hope that you guys are going to be sticking around to watch who exactly is going to be ending up where at the top of the table, as it is just going to, it's just 1 point, dividing them. And also not to forget the relegation battle down bottom of the table, where teams are fighting for their survival for their spots in the next season, and who is going to be going down and fighting it all the way up again from qualifiers of season 2.
That's right, guys. Things are getting a lot spicier, and to be honest, this is the best time for you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Like this stream and also hit that bell notification icon, because trust me, you don't want to miss any of the matches from here on out, especially in these group stages, because things are going to change quite a lot, and we are going to be seeing so many teams going up and down the group standings as well. So I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that bell icon to never miss out any notifications coming out from us at the Esports Club. And I want you guys to tune in tomorrow as well for 2 sets of amazing Valorant action live coming at your screens at 1 p.m. IST and 8 p.m. IST as well. The schedule is going to be uploaded on our socials, so I want you guys to go ahead and check out our socials as well. Everything is going to be linked down in the description below. I did mention this before, but I'm going to do it again. Check out our sponsors and their amazing deals. GODLIKE and AMD Ryzen Radeon, links down in the description below. Scan the QR code to get yourselves a can of Red Bull. And also, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow along with Universe once again. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. You guys were watching the TEC Gauntlet Season 1, powered by GODLIKE and AMD Ryzen Radeon. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Goodbye, good night, sweet dreams. See you guys tomorrow.
2, 3, let's go.